Hello everyone and welcome to the Shards of Nyrn, Season 3, Episode 25, The Slumbering Past. For those of you who are tuning in for the first time, this chronicle follows a group of young party members who are getting a little bit older every episode, actually, because we're in Season 3, who began their journey when a member of their party unleashed a sleeping goddess who had been trapped in one of 3 mystical gems that just so happened to be in our home village. Since then, the characters have done a lot of things, which you might have heard in the intro video a second ago. But since then, the characters have traveled to meet Edagon the Wise, who informed them that he would have to be able to take some time to triangulate the location of the final missing Eye of Nyrn. In the meanwhile, there were a few shards of the broken eye that needed to be reassembled. And so the characters went to find them. They've traveled to a magical continent called Valimar. On Valimar, the group split. Teah Armstrong and Zeno Right-Wing decided to follow the Githyanki, a group of extraterrestrial or extra-dimensional elf-like creatures who were, for some reason, kidnapping villagers on this floating continent of magic and wonder. They also stole Zeno's bow and spanked his little ass, so hey, we're going there for a reason. Yeah, you're upset, I know. And yes, Fera's tail is thick. Along with them is their favorite NPC, Fera, who is played by me, and actually it's surprisingly obvious when I am a teenage dragon girl. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. It's just a thing. It just, sometimes you let out your dragon sona. All right, the characters have traveled over to the farthest reaches of the island and have discovered that the Githyanki are holed up inside of the ruins of an ancient mine, or perhaps something else beneath it. With them are 2 locals, Jarund and Nhazun Rastur, respectively, a cleric of a seemingly dead goddess, and a wizard of great learning and even greater annoying specific, nosiness. He's the nosiest wizard. He's a nose wizard, basically. And he's got the scent.
And he's good at cock blocking, too.
He's good at cock blocking. Yeah.
He's not meaning to, if that helps.
He can block any rooster.
Exactly.
All right. Yeah, so that's hurt me more. All right, so folks, we are going to start here. Y'all ready? Y'all start off with a point of inspiration. You remember your spells? We had to take last week off because I had to finish my book, which the fiction's done. Drink. Also, I just want to show this off that I am wearing the best t-shirt tonight. Boy.
Excellent.
Boy. Ah, I missed that orc. All right. Fera is Kelly's Patronus. It's true.
Gale Sona or Dragon Sona.
Actually, she can be my spirit animal. I'm allowed to say that. I have the stamp, and so does Mike. It's true. Mike can say it twice as often as me, though.
Ah.
Ah!
Yay!
What was the sound?
Yay, having a strange and mystic heritage.
So mystic.
So mystic or stolen, who knows. Okay. Thank you for reminding me of that in the chat, Robin.
That was, in fact, Mike and Amy, but hey, you know, I did it earlier. I said it earlier, I know.
You did. Thank you, Mike and Amy, for saying that. God damn, I'm out of it. All right, so I am a little out of this.
I mind controlled them to do it, so you're welcome.
All right, Jarund, you can take credit for everything I say now.
Just like a man. All right.
I have to get into Jarund's headspace again.
Don't get in Jarund's head. Jarund doesn't need it anymore. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, and theys and thems, theys and friends, I'm gonna. Was it gentle thems? Gentle thems. Guys,
gals, and non-binary pals.
No.
Ladies and gentledoms.
No. It's chicks and hoes and non-binary bro. No, it's chicks and bros and non-binary hoes. That's what it is.
Oh, yeah, from the Skate the Infinity or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Bitches, bros, and non-binary hosts.
Bitches,
yeah,
bro.
That's it.
Oh, is it more disrespectful to say chicks or bitches?
I think.
I feel like bitches has kind of the same energy as bro.
Does it? Yeah, it kind of does now, doesn't it?
Yeah, like bitches, bros, and non-binary. Like all three of those kind of carry the same energy when you use them in that context.
Too, so it's
this is true. It's just that I feel like bros could be a little worse. Chicks is kind of that's that weird generational thing. But anyway.
Yeah.
So like small bird, like that's a baby bird, or you have a bitch, which is like that's a dog. It's gonna wreck you.
Or it's gonna want tummy rubs.
One of the two.
Or
it's going to sprain the DM's stomach. Ow.
All three of those can happen in the same day.
This is really, goddamn, dogs are great. Ow. Dogs are great. Ow.
Ow.
Okay. All right.
My eyes are watering tonight, and I don't know why.
Oh God, we're all great tonight, guys. We're great. We're just perfect. All right, you ready to go?
We're perfect.
Let's do it. Ooh. Let's kick some Githyanki butt.
Ravnos has a hurt them more.
I saw. Thank you.
Cool.
Just put it in the chat. Put it in the chat, my friends. All right.
Oh boy.
After making your way through the mines beneath Beggar's Hole last episode, you found an old, collapsed tunnel with rappelling ropes around the side. Following that, you descended, hundreds of feet down, into the void. As you move down, the thick cloud of toxic fumes that you had found yourselves encompassed in the mine begin to fade and are replaced by a strange smell of... Can I get a perception roll off of everyone as you rappel down? Now, we ran the rappelling checks last game, so we don't need to do that right now.
15.
15?
13.
22.
Perfect.
Perception, you say?
Jarund, I'll actually give you advantage on this roll, so you may re-roll.
Oh, cool.
19.
19.
Oh.
All of you are going to smell...
A fucking 2 on that one, so that one's garbage. I'll take the 13.
Jasmine. And strong, fragrant... You think dried lotus? Incense. Particularly the type of incense that you would find around certain types of brothels. It's deliberately intended to get you in a heady mood. It's just the slightest scent. It's the smell of debauchery. You're not close enough to it or surrounded by enough of it that you will need to take any checks or anything like this, but in a small room, this would be the thing that pushes you over between tipsy and, you know, the other side. As you slowly rappel down, you will find yourselves on a small plateau, a little cliff face. The tunnel, the vertical shaft that you're descending through, is about 60 feet in diameter. It narrows as it reaches the bottom. It's about another 50 feet to the floor of this, and this outcropping that you're standing on is 15 feet of solid stone that juts out over the expansive hole. You're able to rappel down without a problem. You'll smell that scent rolling up. And then you'll see glancing down, those of you with dark vision. Who has dark vision of more than 60 feet? Yours is 120, right?
Yep.
Okay. Mike, as Zeno looks down, he is going to see that the hole... There's a hole at the very bottom of this shaft. It looks like someone excavated in, well, out of the cavern that this shaft is made of. And you can see old tiling on the other side, as well as the remnants of brickwork And sure enough, the wall that they tunneled through was, at one point, cave and naturally formed, but on the other side, they burst through hewn brick. It's about 80 feet down beneath you now. What do you all do?
I guess just continue on down and...
Is that
My
Jasmine?
general plan, yeah.
At the very bottom of your vision, Zeno, you will see that there's a shape laying on the ground. A body lays just at the seam between the brickwork and this broken area.
Does it look like a human?
It looks human.
Looks human.
You think female? But the clothes are fairly loose. It's hard to tell from this angle. It's laying face down, and among the other scents, as you begin to descend a bit more, you'll start to smell blood. Not fresh, either.
So this is the body is right where we are descending to?
Yes, right at the base of the shaft here. And if anybody wants to, you can go ahead and switch to the map. Reminder that while we were using the map, only refer to things in descriptive terms, not map terms.
Okay.
Also, I just realized that because I was distracted by my stomach hurting, I didn't do intros. So we're off to a great start tonight.
Do we want to do those real quick or just keep going?
As we descend down the hole, we slowly pan up and introduce each character as they go down. Mike.
Dynamic.
It freezes on Mike.
Oh, hey everybody. My name is Mike, and I rock the they, them pronouns. And tonight I am playing our
Half-elf ranger.
lovely half-elf ranger. I was trying to think of the best descriptor of him tonight. I'm just going to go with the lovely. Half-elf ranger, Zeno, right wing.
As he moves slightly out of frame, a large and strong, chiseled, featured green half-orc is going to shimmy down. The camera pans up and freeze frames.
Hi, I'm Amy. I use she, her, or they, them pronouns, and I'm playing Teah Armstrong, the half-orc druid, who is rappelling down the edge of a pit or something.
Down a pit.
It's very dramatic.
It's very dramatic. Next, giving kind of side-eyed glances. Hi, Robin.
Hello. I'm Robin, and I am playing Jarund and Nhazun, the human cleric who is rappelling down. Somehow there's a bit of wind, but it's moving his hair in such a great way. You don't know where this wind is coming from, and his shirt is just like slightly opening as he's going down the hole, and his muscles are just glistening.
All
Is
right.
the wind coming from inside of his shirt?
Probably.
Isn't he also steaming?
He's steaming.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
smoldering. He's
I do
smoldering.
have steaming.
You have the old robe or the oil of smoldering.
I do
And
have the
then
oil of
above
smoldering.
you, moving down, is a wizardly type.
Hi, I'm Chris. I use he, him, or they, and I'm playing Nhazun tonight, the very awkward wizard who loves to talk a lot and write down everything. Currently kind of haphazardly making his way down and just kind of being like trying to block all the smoke that's coming off from Jarund from his face. Like, I'm gonna sneeze. What is that?
And then finally heading down the way is Fera Hazal, who is the Elder Dragon party member sorceress, who's played by me, and I use he, him. How's it going? I'm Kelly. I'm the DM. All right, anyway, back in the game. And that is a perfect use of thaumaturgy. What are you talking about? Okay. Descending down to the bottom of the pit. Zeno, you'll reach it first, followed shortly after by Teah.
I'm going to do a medicine check on the body.
Checking down, you can see that Make me a medicine check, and we'll see.
15, 17, 18, 19.
19. It's a woman. Human, in her 50s. Her hair is starting to silver around the edges, and was kind of a pale gray blonde to begin with. Her skin is deeply sunburned, very weathered from time outside, and her hands are calloused as you check for a pulse. She's long dead.
Jarund make an investigation on her. He's kind of looking for.
Yeah, you can. So I'm not quite done giving Zeno stuff.
Sorry.
So Zeno, with that, you're going to be able to know that she probably died sometime earlier today. You think within the past 6 hours, probably. She has marks on her that look like some type of cave dwelling creature. Probably attacked her on the way. Perhaps one of the ropers, perhaps something like the stalagmites. In fact, as you look at her, you can see that she also has significant damage to the front of her face and body. Like she fell the last 80 feet. You think she might have been trying to climb out of here. And Jarund, you can make me an investigation roll as well. Go ahead. Oof.
That is a natural 20, and
Perfect.
And so it's gonna be 21.
You can see that she looks fairly malnourished, like she hasn't really had a good meal in a few days. There's the flesh under her cheeks are wan, her eyes are as hollow as they are, but it's the dirt underneath her fingernails, as well as tucked into her belt is a broken bit of stone. It's sharp. One of the bricks nearby. She had it tucked into her waistband, probably to use as a weapon in case she needed it. Looking at the way she fell, you think that she probably made it up about to that last platform when something stabbed her and knocked her off. You didn't see anything in the darkness on your way down, though. Down here, though, the smell is much thicker. This entire corridor is wafting with this aroma, and you know that some subterranean creatures have a particular dislike for this. In fact, the reason that it was originally used, you know this for a fact, brothels don't do good business with bedbugs. And like cedar oil and fleas, this is a natural deterrent from certain types of insect species. Perhaps it was enough to have whatever struck her to not follow. You're searching the body, right?
Yes.
Okay. You will find that she is she's not really wearing much in the way of any type of equipment. It looks like she had been stripped down to just like basic clothing. But you will find that she has a necklace around her throat that marks her as a member of the Valimar soldiery. Basically, the institutionalized town guards. She had been at least, might still have been, even in her 50s, a guard of some type, or a watch person. What do you do?
I'll convey. This is like the information that I had to everyone else, being like, "Oh yeah, I think she's a guard, town guard."
I mean, makes
Don't know.
sense. Anybody down here is likely either Gith or taken by the Gith.
Oh, so she probably was.
I mean,
Escaping, maybe?
I
How
mean,
did she die?
probably, right? From falling.
What is this place?
You would like to take a look around the rest of the room while you're looking at the body. If that's
Sounds
okay.
good. And before we begin, I just want to say that this game is sponsored by Player Tiers. Player Tiers.
Ah, no. We're all gonna die.
All right.
It's the only reason Kelly keeps me in game.
It's
To
because
harvest my tears.
it's true. It keeps me youthful, except for apparently my stomach.
No.
Okay. Stepping around the room, you'll see that you're in a long corridor that's shaped kind of like an H section. At both ends, you see there are sarcophagi, old stone, well carved. The craftsmanship here is significant. The stonework is flawless, and at the edge of each one, you can see that there are little details. The corners are capped with what look like mithril. And there are veins of similarly mithril filigree running along the sides of these. It looks like the burial caskets of priests that you've seen in other temples. The stonework is a strange combination, though. It appears simultaneously dwarven and elven. Flowing contours, but solid construction. A strange mix of Art Nouveau and Art Deco. An ancient fire pit rests in the middle of this room. Many of the stones that have made it up were salvaged from the wall. That looks like, given the dust and cobwebs that have been parted, fell hundreds of years ago. Above you, past the northernmost crypt, a hallway flanks out to the left. However, you'll see with your dark vision that there's a small hole, about 3.5 feet wide, in the wall behind the sarcophagus, where it looks like someone tried to burrow through. Or in. There's another chamber on the other side. And as you take a step forward, you will be able to see that there are a set of heavy iron doors on your left. However, since someone carved through the wall there, these doors have been opened and stand a slight bit ajar. Feel free to ask any questions or do anything you'd like.
I'd like to take a look at some of the sarcophagi.
Sure, that sounds good.
Oh,
Hello, he's back. Hey, you vanished. You're
hello.
back.
Yeah, everything just shut down. Sorry.
That's okay.
You
You're
obviously
you're-
just rolled a nat 20 on stealth.
Yeah.
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 Too many player tiers. I drank too many. Really. I have a player tier drinking problem.
That's fair.
I really don't actually. I need
And
to be
it-
meaner.
You do.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
Tia's gonna approach the southern. You said there's one at the very south.
There's one at
Yeah.
the very south, yes. And as you approach it, you'll see that it is stamped with the same symbol that Jarund wears around his throat.
That symbol of what was it? Caeli or
Of Caeli, yeah.
Caeli? Yeah. I think she'll just probably progress, like head to the opposing wall from where they all descended, and just like head up along it towards that corridor, and to see if there's anything interesting. Just looking for anything.
As you do, you'll see light begin to shine through this dug crack. Torchlights are headed this way.
She's gonna turn and go, shh, and then we'll attempt to be stealthy.
So then Jarund will kind of like because his shield has light, because I don't have dark vision, so Teah going kind of shush, he will kind of try and cover it with his cloak. Or I guess if it's a cantrip, I can probably just dismiss it, right? I guess.
Yeah, you can dismiss any spell.
Yeah, it's true. So yeah, he'll dismiss that at Teah going like shh, and then be like, "Tell me when I can light up again." I can't see.
Can I get a stealth roll off of everybody, please? If you're trying to be stealthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck, my dice hate me
Zeno,
tonight.
you do not have to make the stealth roll. Unless they have something that allows them to see beyond your...
Oh yeah, because I'm.
I mean, you might as well make a stealth roll anyway, just in case.
Stealth.
Fera
Oh, sorry.
Fera can roll with advantage because she's behind this wall.
Not 20, because apparently that's the kind of night we're having.
Okay.
Yeah,
I got
because my dice hate me tonight. I got 5 in total.
I got 28.
Clang, clang.
What'd you get, Nhazun?
I got a total of 3 with a nat 1.
Okay.
It
bang,
is
bang, bang, bang.
tonight.
Not good.
Nhazun, the dust causes Nhazun to sneeze, and in the distance you'll hear the...
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh,
Jarund's rolling his eyes in the darkness at Nhazun.
Teah realizes that Nhazun probably cannot see her rolling her eyes and going at him in the darkness. So, yeah, Teah's gonna sneakily approach closer to the corner, the hallway.
Yeah, Zeno's gonna do that as well.
And
Okay.
we'll try to listen.
So
Sounds good.
basically, for how if you don't have dark vision, it's like pitch black. Like
It
it is like I'm
pitch
in a
black and-
cave. Okay.
So you should be able to see in character.
Yeah.
So if you don't have dark vision, then you cannot see right now.
Cool. So yeah, Jarund's kind of, I guess, gonna. He
You
saw
have
he saw the surroundings around him, so I think he's gonna try and like at least go up against the wall and like feel until he
you can do
hits
that.
the wall,
All right.
and then just kind of like stay.
Okay. And what I would like right now is... Can I get a perception roll off of Zeno and Teah?
25.
25? Okay.
16.
16. All right, Teah. You are going to look this way, and you're going to see that the torchlight through the northern tunnel is holding very steady, actually. It's low. You think that, I don't know, maybe someone up there is trying to creep up? The light is still flooding through that way. Zeno, you are just barely going to be able to hear this with a... You said a 27?
25.
A 25. Then very, very just barely. Through the set of cracked doors to the west, you can hear the sound of a gentle footfall displace a single pebble.
So just like up past the crack in the wall, up to the north there.
No, it's coming from beyond the doors to the west.
Oh. Zeno's going to ready his bow, I guess, and look over at Teah and just kind of point towards the door, and then he's just gonna go like basically gesturing that somebody's walking towards the door.
Insight to interpret the signs that we may have never used before.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh boy. 9.
9?
Yeah.
You're like...
How well do I do?
You're not very well. Not very well at all.
Tia's gonna take a step forward towards the door.
Okay.
Because she's assuming he's telling her to progress. So she will step forward and start quietly pushing the door.
Zeno's just gonna go.
Pull? Is it a push or a pull door?
It is. The doors are actually, they swing both ways,
Okay.
and they are kind of opened at a diagonal from each other. So you'll be able to see.
Start gently pushing and peer and try and see if you can see or hear anything.
All right.
Beyond.
Are you taking a step inside of the room at all? Like even just to crouch
Not
down?
yet. No.
Okay.
No. She's pushed the door and she's just listening, like looking, kind of.
Okay. All right.
She looks back at Zeno and.
What is everyone else doing?
Nhazun is just standing in the dark, trying to listen, not move, and not sneeze.
It's probably a good idea.
Jarund's gonna try the thing instead and put light, but then try and like hide it under his clothes to try and have dim light to kind of see, but try and make it very dim light. Because he has no idea what's going on, and it's kind of concerning that he hasn't heard anything from anyone else in the party.
Okay. You do that, summoning a bit of light into your chamber, basically like under your cloak.
Yeah, basically. Like, he's like trying to
And then suddenly, the room is far more alight than it should be. Through the tunnel to the north, a torch flies into the room, sailing head over heels. It slams into the ground, causing a burst of light into this room. As that happens, I need an initiative roll right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That is
Nat 20. Okay, there. My dice are going well. Jeez,
Oh,
thanks.
god damn it, Fera and her 1. Okay, so that is going to be... alright, so anybody beat a... Actually, put it all in the chat. Let's do this. Okay, so... Jarund. I spelled your name completely wrong, but I think it's fine. Zeno. Then it is G1. Then it is... Nhazun. G2. Teah. And then Fera. All right, and then the corpse. The corpse does not act, so that's useful. Okay.
Yes, you're a necromancer.
Or it's on Broadway.
Where's Velen when you need her?
Exactly right. Okay, so we're going to use some volatile reaction today. As the torch flies through, it hits the ground, sending sparks up, which are going to actually reveal Zeno's presence as well, now that he is cast into bright light.
Damn it.
Because he only can throw it 1, 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, you can only throw it to about here anyway. So I guess that would be like right there. So you're inside of the 20 feet of bright light. Okay, and we're gonna go through the initiative right now. Jarund, what do you do?
Cool. So, the torch came like basically northward, right?
From northward, from that small 3-foot wide tunnel.
Cool. So he's gonna run up to that and yeah, he's gonna just run up to the hole and cast Sacred Flame at it.
Okay.
Can he see anything through the hole or no?
Through the hole, you are going to see that there is a torch that has been laid on the ground to continue to cast light at you, and you will see a Githyanki half visible around the corner. He is going to have a partial cover bonus.
Mm-hmm. Well, he has to make a dex save for...
Okay. Oh yeah, Sacred Flame's a dex save. Okay.
Yeah. So
all
I
right,
will
so
do that.
that is going to be a 17.
Dang, you need it.
Okay.
Cool. So he's just gonna do that, and then
a Sacred Flame erupts over the torch as the Gith jerks back around the corner, hiding.
Do I want to? Because I moved Yeah, okay. That's probably... Yeah, that's probably his turn. Yeah.
All right. Zeno, what do you do?
Okay, well, so we have the silver great swords, right? We grabbed like
you have-
4 of them, right?
I think you have 2 of them.
We have 2 of them.
Yes.
Who is carrying those?
Probably Teah. Teah's the strongest.
Figured it was.
Actually, no, it's probably in the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be
Oh,
fine.
yeah, probably. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so for Zeno, for what Zeno's gonna do, he's like, okay, well, we need to make contact anyways. So he's gonna take one of the swords out, and like, I guess, put it like through the door and lay it on the ground. Say, we're here to talk to your leader.
You can make me a persuasion roll with disadvantage.
Coming right up.
Can I use my inspiration on him?
You can spend your inspiration, yeah. Chris's inspiration vanishes in
So
a puff
regular.
of logic.
All right, Walmart floor dice. Let's go.
What?
Oh, it's my lucky dice that Julia found in the Walmart floor. That was persuasion.
That was persuasion.
It's gonna be an 18. How hard are these guys to persuade?
Okay, so you're throwing it through. You're pushing it through this door to your west.
Yeah, through the double door. Cause I heard somebody there. I know.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, yep, sword. We're here to talk to your leader.
Okay. Do you say that? Is that a?
Yep.
Okay. This one, the one to the north, it's his turn. As you thrust them through the door, he is going to take a step forward. And one moment, please. Cool. I need Teah and Zeno, and this guy to all make a dex save, please.
Damn it. Oh, okay, good.
That's
You said
fail.
a dex save?
A dex save. Actually, you and Zeno...
How's my nat 1?
Well, I was about to say you can do this with advantage because you're on the other side of these doors.
Cool. In that case, I will definitely roll another dice if you're giving me advantage, because please, thank you.
In that case, it's going to be 27.
In that case, it's going to be a 16.
A 16? Okay, so... That is going to be only partial damage. Oh, actually, that's really not that bad. 2, 6, 10, 13. All right, so both of you are going to take 6 points of fire damage as he steps into the room. As soon as he does, there is this moment of sudden blinding light as 2 statues on the eastern side of the room and 1 huge statue of a dragon's head on the western wall are going to bellow flame into the room. And as it reaches up and strikes you, illuminating the inside of this door, you'll see that the metal doors are actually blackened on the other side from years of soot. You're going to be able to jump back. You're only going to take 6 points of damage. He's going to take 13. And is going to yelp. How many hit points does he have? Oh, he's got more hit points than that. He's good. And he is going to use his movement to take cover again because he's not sure what's up right now. Nhazun, it is your turn.
Oh, he's gonna go over to the torch here, and try and see what he can see from there.
All right, so from here you can
So
see.
it looks like Zeno.
What are you saying?
Uh-oh, I think he's...
Do we lose you again?
So it looks like Zeno's trying to talk with them and make peace.
Yes. It
Hello?
looks like he's trying to make pizza.
Am I here?
You're
Okay.
kind of here, yeah.
Pizza.
He's trying to make pizza.
Awesome. So he's trying to make peace with them. So Nhazun is going to... I'm going to cast a mirror image just as a defensive thing and go over here. Or go up to the northern sarcophagus, just a little bit above the torch, and just wait.
Okay, sounds good. You will be able to see just the barest outline of one of the Githyanki through the small tunnel to the north. All right. As you do that, so you were talking to that guy. That guy really couldn't hear you. Yeah, he couldn't really hear you through the wall. So he is going to continue with the original battle plan and is going to shout in Gith, "Ah, do not die, look!" Or whatever. You know, it's Gith. I don't speak Gith, guys. Is going to shout Gith down the hallway in a harsh reverberation. His compatriot is going to say something back, "Tada, tada!" which is going to kind of stop him a little bit. And then he is going to... Yeah, you know what? He is not dumb enough to do that. Oh, actually.
Not dumb enough, actually.
I gotta check what this does. Hold on one sec.
Not dumb enough. Have you met me?
Oh, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, that's not gonna help him. Okay, so he doesn't have any ranged weapons, so he's kind of pissed. Actually, he does. One sec. He is going to cast telekinesis. And is going to grab the torch he threw into the room. And I'm going to use a Hurt Them More, and I'm going to try to touch it to Jarund, because he's in my line of sight. Jarund, what's your armor class right now?
It is 17 right now.
Fantastic. Okay, so your cloak is going to become engulfed in flame.
That's not good.
That
I'm literally so hot.
You are
right
so hot.
now.
That's going to be one of my Hurt Them Mores.
Cool.
All right.
Does it?
That is going to be being set on fire. I'm going to say this is 2d6 damage, and you are on fire.
Ouch.
You take 2 points of fire damage, and your cloak
Ow.
goes up in flames. You are just... You're hot, hot, hot.
I'm hot. So for fire, you have to spend an action to put it out,
Yeah, you have
right?
to spend an action to put it out, or you can just keep...
Cool. Or just keep
Alright.
taking fire.
Just keep burning.
Just keep burning like your
It
love.
adds to my smoldering aesthetic, guys.
really
This
does.
is
Yeah.
really great.
Yeah.
All right.
No, Jarund's burning in love.
All right, so that's going to happen. That's what he's going to do with his action. So
Brave
this
burning
torch is going to be like right there, and it's going to be like...
Beautiful.
Yeah, I try. We use high-tech tools here. All right, now it is Teah. Teah, it is your turn. What do you do?
Well, this is a clusterfuck.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. The room ahead of me is fire. It seems like.
Yes.
To the west through the doors. How high is the sarcophagus to the north?
The sarcophagus to the north is 4 feet off the ground.
Teah's gonna try and move past and jump on top of it.
There you go. I made it so that you have... I'm gonna group these right now. So there you go, Jarund.
I'm on fire!
All right, so you can easily leap that.
Yeah.
The tunnel is gonna count as rough movement,
Yeah.
just for
but
that
she's-
first space though.
Yeah. But I can see the. Can I see the gift on?
You can
through
see
the-
him partially, yes.
partially, yeah. She's gonna basically just do what you know what we said we were gonna try and get to see their leader, and she's gonna say, "Wait, take us to your leader," or basically just following Zeno's plan.
All right, I'm gonna let you roll flat using Zeno's roll as a boost to this, and also that you use take me
Awesome.
to your leader. So the combination of these two things is going to get you there.
Okay, and that's persuasion. You said
That's gonna be persuasion.
that's gonna be an 18.
All right.
I only have +1 to persuasion.
Damn, that's pretty good for you. All right. So as you say that, oh, that torch should.
And she's got her sword up kind of defensively. She's got her fancy, the Thorn of Arcadia, etc.
It's a good sword.
It's a good sword. I want to use it more.
Like 8 out of 10. All right. You will see some light glittering down as another Githyanki rounds the corner to like somewhere else in the room, at least, or in this extra hallway. Remind me to never group things again. This just doesn't work well here. Okay. There we go. As you say that, they are going to. He is going to pause for a moment and snarl in Githyanki to the one that's rounding the corner right now. Teah, you still have not spent your bonus action, have you? Have you?
No,
I
haven't.
Have you spent any action?
No, I literally just climbed up and yelled that.
Okay.
So
they are speaking in a strange tongue right now.
can I attempt to decipher it?
Would you like to use
I have my humanoid thing.
your speak
As long as-
your speech of all things?
Yes. Yes, I would love to activate that as my action.
Someone's here. They're suing for peace. Villagers, escaped ones, no adventurers. I think the ones that they reported on before. Follow my lead. The one that's coming from the east says. Fera is going to look out into this and go. Actually, you know what? She's gonna rush up and she's going to. I have to phrase this very carefully. She is going to beat the flame out. Which is just an excuse to smack Jarund, but how successful it is? Well, you sure get smacked a lot. Yeah, she's gonna take an action to like put the fire out. So she is going to take a minute to just. Oh, damn it! Yeah, this grouping thing.
Bye! Jarund warps out of the cave.
She uses banish. She uses banishment because the flame doesn't count as part of you then, and then you just vanish.
Oh, bye.
All right.
Apparently I really pissed her off.
All right, so.
Thanks, Fera.
Yeah, stop catching on fire.
You're usually the one that does it. This time it wasn't you, I'm surprised.
Shut up.
He does have a point.
And we're going to exit combat rounds there. As you
Could I do one thing potentially?
what would you like to do?
I would like to cast Sanctuary on Teah.
How long
Which
does
means that you ward a creature within range against attack until the spell ends. Any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a fail save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack spell. This spell doesn't protect the warded creature from area effects. But if the warded creature casts a spell or affects an enemy or deals damage to another, its spell ends. Basically, I'm casting a spell that's, if Teah doesn't attack, they're not going to want to necessarily attack her. He basically just wants to be like,
okay.
We mean peace. I'm going to prove this because she's not going to attack you. But just in case, you're going to have to, if you do attack her, you're going to have to have
good.
troubles.
So reaching into your pocket, you'll pull out the small silver mirror that is required for this. And as you do, you will quickly cast that.
And it lasts for a minute.
Okay. What looks like a similarly dressed Githyanki to one of the raiders, wearing silver armor, studded with jewels and opals and rubies and all sorts of immaculate finery, is going to step into view. A shimmering haze surrounds him as he looks around the corner and down this tunnel at Teah. Who comes here? He says in common. What do you want?
So, just to clarify my speech of all things, I can understand them if, like, can I speak both common and their language if I want to?
Yeah, you do not sacrifice common.
Cool, good, just checking. Because I hadn't thought of that before.
Mm-hmm.
So she will look at them, the fancy one, I suppose. And she'll say, "We are adventurers seeking audience with your queen."
With our queen.
Yes.
Our queen. We have no queen. How do you How do you come to believe that we have one?
If not queen, then who is your leader?
I am Oas, captain of the guard. How many of you are there?
There's
will-
5 of us.
5 of you.
Mm-hmm.
He looks over at the smaller, slighter Gith around the corner with an appraising stare. You can tell exactly what that is the moment he does. Can we take 5? Is the look.
She'll cock an eyebrow.
My soldiers were looking for an escaped prisoner.
I think that one might be dead.
You killed?
No, but there is a body here.
Bring the body here.
Teah will step back so that if she turns to look, she's not completely exposing herself, like, to the back of her neck. So she basically steps back and she'll communicate that. Be like, can you bring it over? One of you?
Zeno will.
Okay. Zeno dragging the body over. It's quite heavy. She was quite muscular. Only about 5'5" though, so it's about 160 pounds that you're having to move. Quite dense. And as you bring her over, the one on the other side Oas will look at the body. Huh. No, it's not the one we're looking for. A man.
We must have missed them.
Have you seen a male? Half-elf. Brown hair, black eyes.
Does this actually ring any bells? Did we
No.
find any bodies like that? Nope. Okay.
No.
No. Perhaps the other creatures dwelling up above got him.
Why have you come here?
We would like to have the townspeople returned. And you, I understand it, need aid leaving this place.
This temple
So?
is comfortable.
This temple is not yours.
Anything we want is ours. We are the Gith.
And who is your leader?
Girl, I might be. And you should show me respect.
And you should show me respect.
You know what? I'm gonna say, I want you to make me an intimidation roll.
Sure.
What are you asking, Chris?
Oh, what was the name of the leader again? Because
You would totally have written this down. So the leader was it
I can't read
is
my own notes.
I have a
Nahir.
note.
Commander Nahir.
Sorry, Nahir?
Nahir.
Yeah.
I'll try with for that name.
Does this look like that? Who I would think to be?
Teah, if I can.
No, he does
Nahir?
not look like
No.
that at all.
Okay, because I've got like some new queen named Exony.
Yep.
I've got yeah. I don't have that.
See, I have
Okay.
Valankith as Queen of Gith in my notes.
That's the
Yeah, old
that's
queen.
that's the
Really?
that's
Old
that's,
queen.
that's the reigning one.
Ah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what'd you get on your roll first of all?
So I rolled a 19, and I
Okay.
think I have a plus. I have a bunch to that.
Okay.
Intimidation. Oh, it's plus 5,
Okay.
so 25. Or 24 total. I lied.
As you say that, you'll see that his hand, casually as it can, hold on, let me see how casual it can be. Fairly casually, will just, is that so? And he smiles. But as your eyes are drawn to the sharpened teeth that are smiling, You also will notice that his hand does not move, that his hand moves to the hilt of his sword casually.
Yeah.
You think that that might have gotten to him a little. He might actually think that there's something to you. And as that is happening, Nhazun, what do you say? Chris.
What was it? Nahiri? The commander. And the swords, right? We can parlay.
What do you mean, swords? And in Gith, one of them will say from around the corner,
We've been informed these
They
are
brought
sacred
swords.
to you.
they're in the room with fire. Well, then go retrieve them, he says in Gith.
At that point, Zeno will pull the other one out of the bag of holding and be like, "We have another one. We're here to present it to your leader."
Gives us the right to parlay, right? To
Commander
Nahiri.
would be interested in these.
Would
You will
like an audience.
You will sheathe your weapons.
And you'll sheathe yours?
My weapon is already sheathed. I warn you, though, intruder. The Githyanki are more dangerous than their blades. But you may come. What other pretty gifts do you bring us?
Well, perhaps we can get out of this cramped room and we can discuss that once we've encountered your commander.
I wish to see what type of services you can provide me if I am to entreat you to my leader. What riches or pleasures do you have?
We have basil,
What is this basil?
It's a herb.
right? That
Do you smoke it? Inhale it? Ingest it?
I mean, I suppose you could, but usually use
Rune's
it for
gonna
cooking.
like crack a smile and be like, "Oh, I'm sure we can come to some sort of arrangement."
Can I get a history?
Listen.
Sorry, no, go ahead. Go ahead. I
Oh
don't
no,
wanna
it's
cut you.
fine. No, it's fine.
I was
That's
going to
okay.
say, you can make me an Arcana roll. Anybody who wants to know a little more about Gith culture. You'll have to do it with disadvantage
Cool.
because it's weird.
Yeah.
Oh, also, hello, Raid. Good to see you. Yeah,
Tia
give
would
me-
like to, but she's
Okay.
also actually. Can I?
18 on disadvantage.
Okay.
I got a 15 on disadvantage.
15. What you know about the Gith is that they are basically space pirates.
Yeah.
So they are really down for debauchery, and when they raid, they don't just take like slaves, they take like concubines, and like they raid wineries. They like they are DTF.
He's
and
gonna
party.
pull out his ring of swimming and a couple other things like his incense and his spell scroll that he has, and be like, I have many gifts to offer, but I think we should really be getting out of this terribly cramped room.
Give me that ring, and I will convey you to Nahir.
All right.
If you attempt any dishonesty, I will gut you like a lutar.
Oh, look at this face. How could I be
Ooh,
dishonest?
what's the latar?
A floating
How do
fish
you
that
spell that?
suckles. L apostrophe Turre. Lutar. It's a flying sucklefish that clings to the hull of a ship like a barnacle, with tentacles and teeth along every corner, and purple spongy flesh. Quite delicious if you catch them in infancy.
Infancy.
Ah,
Fascinating.
you should
Where-
really
where-
be around for when I cook. I make the meanest fish stew.
Okay? You
That
make-
means it tastes good.
I understand what mean things are. And with that, he will take the ring, if you toss it to him, admire it, determine it is not going to blow him up, and is going to slip it on one of his fingers. Come with me, now.
Yeah, Tia's gonna push her way through into the hallway.
So will Zeno.
She'll keep her back to the wall and kind of just... Yeah. Or...
All right.
It's kind of... Okay, so does it break through this... Okay, I see. I think I see. Yeah.
So yeah, you can all come through here. At which point, they will... Oas will go to the back, leaving one of the lesser knights, a fairly young Gith, that is singed and smoldering a bit from running around the corner earlier, holding a silver greatsword that floats into his hands. I have a sword now. I have a sword now, Commander, Captain Oss, he says in Gith. We'll see if you earn it, young one, he replies. So Teah, you are still understanding this.
Yeah. Does this one that's just that says that seem to be a similar age to the one we captured?
You'd say that he probably has the vibe of like a 18-year-old kid, maybe? Just barely an adult. I will guide you through. Follow us. And
Okay.
they take you upwards. A cave-in in front of you blocks all light, except tiny pinpricks coming through from the other side of this wide hallway that stretches above the little tunnel that you've dug through. To the north of it, you can see that rather than try to carve their way out of these incredibly dense stones here, they merely burrowed through the wall, or someone did. The tunnel on the northern wall here is tight, a little bit under 5 feet wide. You'll only be able to go one abreast. The small tunnel to the north itself winds slightly in a semicircle. The ceiling is low enough that Teah and anyone of height, actually, I think so most of you, except for Fera, are going to have to dip down a tiny bit, as it's only 6 feet tall inside of the tunnel, and at one place dips down as low as 5 feet. As you move through to the other side, though, the world expands dramatically, and you will find yourself in an immense chamber. Dust filters down from a tremendous hole in the ceiling. You can smell dank cave air and spores from subterranean mushrooms and incense that's being used to combat them, burning heavily. However, that's not all that you'll see. Half a bisected space galleon, an astral ship, lays on the ground. A Gith in armor, very much like the commander that you faced earlier, Zeno, stands on the bow of the ship and barks orders to those who are trying to repair it and seal off portions so that it can potentially be flight-worthy again. However, there's more to this room. The room is shaped such that 2 wide hallways jut off to the left and the right. 20 foot wide. The one way is closed by that collapse. The other is open and leads further. The room is lit by plenty of torchlight. However, as soon as you step inside of the room, you will also notice that the huge, vaulted, 80-foot-high ceiling here, that of course ends in a large section with giant holes in it now, bears an immense anvil in front of an altar. Perched atop an immense 30-foot wide, raw iron boulder. The boulder there must be at least 5,000 pounds of iron, 10,000 pounds of iron, 20,000 pounds of iron. Someone do the math for me real quick if they want. So 20, what did I say? That was 20 feet of iron. So it's 20 by 20, and it's 20 feet tall. So that is 160 square feet of iron, if I'm not mistaken. No, that's 80 square feet of iron, right?
50. That's a chunky piece of iron.
Yay. 20 by 20 by 20. If anybody wants to do that math, that's how much that iron is heavy. It looks like it's there as a religious symbol. There are 2 pools of what look like quenching pools there at the base of the altar. And in spite of everything, the decay, the cobwebs, the water in these pools is still bright and clean. And as you approach, another one of the Gith will dip his hand into it, no, her hand into it, and will pull back some water and drink it greedily. Looking up at you, she will start and reach for a pickaxe that she had set aside. It is fine. They are parlaying, he says in Gith. To the rest of you, it sounds sinister. Draw. Tirabasa. Parlay. Because it's always the one word in these shows, you know? It always is.
Yep. Teah will just smile.
And real quick, I'm just going to pop this on the screen just because our good friend James built this map, and I want chat to see it even though we're not using it as a battle mat. Because your expressions are more important. But, so thank you for your hard work, buddy. I really appreciate it. It is quite lovely. All right. So everybody...
Jarund's probably not even looking at the Gith at this point. He's probably staring at the shrine. That's very obviously for his goddess.
You are pretty certain as well that the pools in front of the altar are consecrated. And in fact, make me a perception roll.
Okay.
Just Jarund, because Jarund's paying extra close attention to this.
Extra.
Extra like Jarund.
Oh my goodness gracious. Why? I don't know what
Isn't that
you
20?
suddenly... Yeah. Yeah, this dice has rolled like 2 nat 20s for me tonight. You're a good child.
As you glance at the... Okay.
Yeah, jeez. That's...
As you glance at the ground, you see that... as you glance at the pool of water, the Gith drinks greedily as you approach, and bits of soot and debris break into the water where she touches it, and you will watch them just slowly congeal at the top like slag off of a smelting forge, and will just evaporate, and the basin will fill back to a water line. It's consecrated, pure, clean water. As well, you'll see that you've heard stories, legends from your temples, that there was always something buried beneath the altar to honor the gods. A lodestone. A magnetic source of alchemical magic. Something to draw followers there. It looks like this had happened long ago, but the lodestone buried underneath where the pulpit would go has been dug out. You can actually see a deep hole. The heart of the temple has been carved out. All right.
Wow.
This, as I said, this is not the worst place to be trapped, but it is not where I would like to be.
Well, then hopefully we can help get you out of here.
Pardon me for not thinking that a smooth skin is willing to help.
I mean, all you need to do is ask.
And return our townsfolk.
And
That's the important part.
Ah,
that is the big one.
I see. Well, in that case, he says to the Gith, bring the commander now. You will wait here, on the other side of the room, away from the ship.
May I approach the pools?
You wish to have a drink? By all means, we are not savages. Enjoy.
He's just gonna get closer. He's not gonna drink necessarily, but he's like... He's just looking at it and kind of trying to process actually finding this temple. He's kind of bewildered.
The legends were true. There was an ancient temple of her here.
By the goddess.
Hey there, Jarund.
I've heard so many legends of this temple. I did not think I'd witness it.
Is this temple
amazing.
legendary?
Sorry?
Don't get too distracted. Okay?
I'm...
Right.
A moment later, a man, a Gith, in silver armor, will stride forward from the back hall. You'll see over here several other Gith turn and descend down a southern corridor, carrying torches with them. The two young knights follow him and flank him as he wanders forward. I see. Hello, guests. Who are you? Ah, you, he says with a smile, and you will recognize the Gith that ran the raid on your ship. Strange. I recognize only 3 of you.
Mm-hmm.
Are your others hiding?
No, they're off, going up a mountain.
They went up, we went down.
Yeah.
Going down. Fair to say. He looks at you with a wide grin.
And we would like to negotiate.
I see. And what do you have? Hold on, I gotta find his voice. 1 second. I'm gonna do John Truitt for this guy. And what do you have that is worth negotiating for?
Zeno will pull the silver greatsword out of his bag.
A pittance. I will give you fair. I will give you your lives and 1 villager per sword that you return.
This isn't your final destination. You're stuck here, presently. With the return of the villagers and townsfolk, we could find a way to help you.
Yes, I'm sure it'd be a lot easier to talk to other smoothskins if we were able to prove that you are worth your word.
I am worth many things. Allow me to properly introduce myself so that we may parley in peace. I am Supreme Commander Nahir. Knife of the Revolution. The Silver Star. And you are?
Zeno right wing.
Fera. Just Fera.
Teah Armstrong.
Jarund Burian.
I'm Nhazun. I hope it ends up being nice to meet you.
You are right, this is not our final destination. There are other things here that we require, though. This temple was a fortuitous accident. There are things buried beneath it. Things that we require in order to get our ship running. A source of great magic dwells beneath. However, it is also very dangerous. The way is well trapped and guarded by guardians of steel and fire.
Does he mean golems?
There's a good
Probably.
chance, yeah.
Yeah, no, Nhazun will look right towards Jarund when he asks that. Like, does he mean golems?
They do appear like golems.
Fascinating.
Very fascinating. However, not what I'm interested in dealing with. So we have acquired volunteers to run the
Hired.
gauntlet.
Individuals who are ill-equipped to do such a task.
It does seem that they have been.
How
No.
many have you killed by sending them to their death?
Some. Some have not returned. Presently, there are 5 down beneath.
So, what you're saying is you need a well-equipped adventuring party to go on a quest for you.
Exactly. We could do that.
I see.
We can do that, right?
We get this. Would you let the villagers go?
And return my bow as a secondary thing.
Oh, that thing. I'm not sure you'd want it back. I've tinkered with it to make it more useful.
Okay, well, let's talk villagers first, and then my bow. After we've secured the release of the villagers.
Teah.
Can I get any insight on
Yeah,
this
you could
guy?
totally make me
What is
insight.
he I want to know what he's doing or thinking or seems to be. And I'm going to spend my inspiration on that.
That sounds great. I have rolled
really
my
wanna know.
deception to hide my intention. And actually, I'm
is
gonna look up his
insight? Yeah.
stats real quick because I think we're gonna be close to tied.
Possibly. My insight's not that great.
Can I actually roll that as well, Kelly?
Sure you can.
I was kind of wondering about that while I was asking his question. I was hoping he was going to give me a number, and then I was going to, well, I guess he did give me a number. Yeah.
So, that's going to be a total of 17 on insight.
Mine's gonna be a 23 total off a nat 20.
If you allow me
Okay.
to roll insight, that would
Yeah,
be
sure you can.
27. 27.
Okay. So Zeno and he are pretty damn close in numbers. Jarund, you're definitely going to hit this. And Teah, you don't really get a read off of him. He's too
Suave.
Stoic.
pleased with himself. Like he's just
Cocky.
well, I mean, it's not cocky if you earned it.
That's a good point.
That's a good point. Oh, thank you, Death McDoom. That's going to be another hurt them more. Okay, that didn't actually roll better than that. With that, what are you trying to insight off of him? What vibe are you trying to get? Like, what are you trying to figure out?
Are you just asking each of us, or
Yeah, I guess each of you in sequence. So,
Okay.
Robin, what are you trying to get? Mike, what are you trying to get?
I'm trying to get, with asking him if we do the trade, if he actually would, like, go, would he be willing to do that? And how many, I guess, kind of, how many times, like, how am I trying to phrase this? How am I trying to say? I
don't know.
want to know how willing and easy it is for them to kill people, kind of thing, and are they willing to release them actually?
And
Okay. Go
I was
ahead.
gonna say mine's fairly similar. Like, would they actually release the villagers, if we did this for them, type thing?
So, glancing around, you get the vibe that if you go and manage this, you think that he probably will. You think he probably will. He might try to kill you after the fact, but he probably will let them go. You're not sure you trust him enough to to basically not try to attack you afterwards. You think that's probably a coin toss, but you think, yeah, if you go down there and get the purpose for them enslaving these people, probably. Zeno, you're not quite sure why you feel this way. You get the vibe that he's telling the truth there. Jarund, you get the vibe exactly. Glancing around, there's one thing that these villagers, slaves are very useful for the Gith. Sorry, I had to phrase that sentence very well so it didn't get clipped. Slaves are great. No, don't I gotta say that. Slaves.
you just
slaves
did
are. I know. Well, that's obviously I was doing a bit, but slaves are very useful for the Gith. If you can't feed a slave, it's pretty useless. And looking around here, it looks like they have enough water because of these pools, but that ship is heavily damaged. There's probably not very many places to put slaves. And there are at least another dozen Gith somewhere around this temple. Getting rid of the villagers, well, letting the villagers try to escape, or just letting them go, is probably a much easier thing. And if you can go get the thing for them...
Yeah.
Teah.
So yeah, they're a bit in a situation where they are
They're willing
not
to...
the best.
They're willing to let you do the work and pay you something that costs them nothing.
Yeah.
So honestly, it's a good bargaining position to come from.
Yeah.
Yeah. Teah.
Do I think that these individuals are based on our interaction with the one we captured? Do we think they would eat the slaves?
No, probably not. Not unless they had to.
Okay,
I will say that as far as I understand, the Gith are not... it's not cannibalism, but it's like cannibal adjacent. They are not cannibal adjacent, to my knowledge.
Okay.
At least not these guys. These guys have sharpened teeth, but they don't look like they probably eat
Not
humans.
getting that vibe off of them. Okay.
No, and also human meat tastes really bad. Just ask Mars.
Okay. Well, didn't Mars eat halfling?
Yeah, she quite liked halfling.
Halfling tastes like human. It tastes
she's
like
the
human.
sweet
It's just a little fattier and a little more. It tastes like organic human,
Okay.
like grass
Homegrown
fed.
human. Yeah.
The chat is saying just kill him, and I'm like, don't do it.
Yeah.
So
Unless the halfling
no.
you're eating is very, in which case it just tastes like alcohol.
Yeah, that tastes like that's a pickled halfling.
Yeah.
all right. So Teah doesn't quite know what she's reading up, but she's just gonna go with her gut on this.
Okay.
And that's you free the villagers, the townsfolk. We will go down and retrieve this for you.
We will hold the villagers here while
Release
you
half.
go into the
And
caves
release the
by
other half.
themselves.
No, return them.
Or, you know these caves, obviously. Lead your men. It's not like
My people.
like they're gonna hurt you.
My
People,
people,
sorry.
human, let us not be let's not be sexist or genderphobic.
Your people.
Humans. He's taking the fucking high ground on this. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I agree with that statement actually. There you go.
Oh god.
Yeah, I'm thinking like the old term, like, oh men.
I know, but it's just
I
it's always
know.
funny when a villain like takes a high road and it's just like it's a little sexist, don't you think? You just killed an entire village. Yeah, but I killed the men and the women and the non-binary folk. I killed everybody. Like
And
I
children.
did not discriminate. I might
Not
just-
discriminate.
I indiscriminately
Alright.
killed.
Mhm.
That's no
they were gay,
discrimination.
they were straight. I killed them. It's fine.
Oh god.
I don't
Whatever
like
they
this.
identify as, I
Oh,
killed them.
it's just
Don't like
That's
this.
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, Teah's yeah. You brought them down somehow. Are you not able to send half of them back the same way?
It's not like they're going to kill you. You are obviously way more powerful than they are. There's no worry of that, I'm sure. Right?
No, it's not that. It's that sending them back would require transport. It would
How did you
split.
bring them here?
They teleported. I did the weird magic stuff.
Half, you say.
Half? We go down?
There are 12 upstairs and some downstairs. I will return to the mine's entrance. 6. Half of what is available.
How many are in the mines? Down
Mine.
below. Or
Oh, actually, pardon me. I need to etiquette that. There are 6. I need to revise that. There are 6 downstairs. I will
Okay,
return a
6.
third of what exists.
mm.
You can go and free the ones that are downstairs. If you hurry, you may be able to save them all.
Can I the ones that you're releasing, can I send them back?
How?
If I could make a teleportation circle and they could just go right back to the city.
Yes. And you will destroy it the second that it is done.
Oh, it takes a year to be permanent. It'll be gone after it's done.
So-
I don't know if you have anyone versed in the arcane arts, but they could confirm that for you.
Bring one of the Gish, he says over in Gith. You may do that here. Follow me. Welcome, guests.
Oh, excellent.
He leads you across the center of the floor.
Nhazun will.
And over here at the edge of the room, down the western corridor, you'll see there is a northern and southern chamber. A pair of doors block the road, block the hallway to the south, with what looks like probably priest quarters, or maybe where the high priest would be. To the north, you can see there is a stone chair where once long ago one of the high priests would take confession or guide people who were struggling with parts of their lives. As you move forward, the Gith will keep a very close eye on you, but allow you to do what must be done between the two chambers. However, it's to the west that is the most interesting. For here, you will see huddled around a steel stairwell, a spiral screw that descends into the earth below. A dozen people huddled against the wall in exhaustion. "Build it here," he says, pointing to the ground between a pair of statues next to the steel door. Or pardon me, the steel stairwell. "And you, green one."
Oh, okay.
Yes.
"Choose who you're setting free," he says in common, loudly enough that all of the villagers can hear.
All right, she'll step forward.
Okay.
However close she's allowed to get, I guess.
They will watch you, and as you move forward, you will hear him saying in Gith, because he has no reason to think that you can understand it. And I believe that's for an hour, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. He says, "If the caster tries anything funny, do not let him survive the attempt. Watch this one. There is some Gith to her."
She'll probably, like, twitch an eyebrow at that if they notice.
You have something.
But otherwise,
You have something on your shoe. He says to you, "Make me an insight roll right now."
Just spend my determination
Okay.
because I think I need it.
I have a 19.
Damn it! Nope, that was 17.
You glance down at your shoe before you realize
Yep.
he's speaking Gith to you.
Yep. All right.
Sorry, he's got like an 18 in like int and charisma. No, he's got like a he's definitely clever enough to do this
Yeah.
stuff.
I'm not
Yeah, because
surprised.
she's
That's
definitely
awesome.
not thinking about it. Because
Well
she's looking at the
played.
people there. Yeah.
Interesting. She speaks Gith, or at least understands it. He says in Gith.
She'll look at them from the corner of her eye. And we'll wave. All right.
"Go pick your 6. And as he says that, the villagers turn and look at you.
Yeah.
They're all sorts.
Choice.
There's a plump halfling man, a lithe huntress of a woman, a former soldier, an eye patch on her scarred face, a beautiful woman with a slight, barely noticeable, only because you're a druid, I think you will notice this, just the barest curve to an otherwise flat belly. A man who is limping slightly as he stands up. An old woman in the corner, hardy and hale, but her fingers shake. A handsome young man whose eyes dart back and forth. A bearded fatherly type. A thick, red-haired dwarf that reminds you like a homely version of Malia. A man in the corner, anxiously strumming his fingers against his knees, wishing that it was a lute. A teenage girl wrapped in a hood, and not much else beyond her clothes, shivering on the ground. They all look very afraid and
Okay.
very hungry.
Teah would like to approach us in the most, I guess, strategic way possible, or most direct. Anyone, I think she's probably gonna look for the people who look the weakest, who've been here, like, look the most fragile.
Make me a perception roll.
All right. We will see how this goes. Not terrible. Perception, that will be a total of 21.
21.
Mm-hmm.
3 are going to jump out immediately. The young teenage girl, the woman with the slight pregnant belly, the old woman, and then as you glance around, the young pretty man looks like he's on the verge of a nervous breakdown. The limping one looks like
anyone who looks like they're about to, who might panic first, or seems the closest to it, or who will who will potentially get themselves killed by acting out first.
You'll be able to figure that 5 of them are probably the weakest. Beyond that, it's going to be a choice.
Okay. So yeah, Teah will look at them and then she'll approach and she will just straight up point and be like that one, that one, that one. Like, there's very little deliberation involved.
Okay.
And she'll get those 5, and then she'll look at the rest, at the remaining 7, I suppose. If there's 12 here. Okay. So then... She'll look at them. If there's really nothing that stands out about any of them, she will start mentally doing the Ylos equivalent of, I guess, eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds
in
good.
her mind, quietly, without any outward expression, and she'll just look at between them.
It's an ancient ritual.
It's an ancient ritual, the Mo. All right, so there are what, 9 left? 8 left?
You said
7
there's
left.
12 up
7
top?
left.
So there's a bit, yeah, 7.
All right, so I'm gonna roll a d8.
Okay.
Actually, you roll a d8. It's your life.
Sure. Well.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1.
Okay, the halfling in the corner. You point to.
Yeah, and you. We're
Thank
sending
you.
you back. The rest of you, wait. Stay. Remain calm. We're gonna go get the ones down below. We have a deal with these folks. Stay calm.
Lady, the bearded one says, a word?
She'll step forward, yeah.
He leans forward and says, my sister. Did she make it to you to get help?
Does he look like something we've seen before? Someone we've seen?
No, he doesn't.
No?
But he's asking about a woman. Gray hair. She tried to escape last night.
No, she didn't make it to us.
And as he says that, the one with the eye patch and the scarred face is going to... Lars, I told you. They caught her. You were asleep. She's down. No, I would have... They wouldn't have been able to catch her like that. Avery would not have been... He will silently sulk over to the corner.
Are the Gith, like, stopping anyone else but Teah from approaching the people?
Do you try to approach?
Yes. Jarund would like to try and calm people down.
Sure. You can approach a bit.
He just kind of wants to try and use his charisma to try and, like, reiterate what Teah is saying, but also, like, try and be like...
Sure. Make me a
it's
persuasion roll.
okay, It's okay. Okay.
Can
I'd
I
love to make a
give
persuasion roll.
assistance?
Yes,
can
you
I
can.
give advantage on that?
Sure,
you have
yeah,
advantage, yay.
Sweet. Okay. Okay, so I rolled a 15, so that's gonna be 28
28.
for
Okay.
persuasion.
They will calm down
Plus
a little bit.
13 on that. It's great.
Nhazun, you were going to finish your magic circle.
Okay. Quickly, it won't last long. Step in.
They will not hesitate, and a moment later, the circle and they all vanish in a wisp of magic. Now it is time for you to...
That's good. We up and hold our end of the bargain.
Yes, it is time for that. There is a power source down below. You will find it and return it. Some of you are arcanists. I have seen that. You should be able to identify it. There, go. The stairwell awaits.
Teah will cast one last look over at the remaining townsfolk and will nod, and then we'll start heading down.
Yep. Zeno's gonna head down.
You head down, down, down into the depths. Your feet striking the steel. As you head down, the air becomes cleaner, sterile and tinged with steel. It's like you're in the belly of a giant metal beast as you head down the corkscrew into the darkness. And I think it's a good time for us to take a break right there, folks. So we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We have some fun. I actually was not expecting that to go like that, which is always fun with role-playing games.
When one of Zeno's plans actually goes through.
Right. I was trying to be fair about it, too. I was like, there's a chance this could work. And then, like, 3 rolls in a row. I'm like, all right, yep, there we go. Let's do this. And nobody did anything stupid.
Yeah, because usually it's Zeno that does something stupid.
It's like you're learning. Or he's learning. Or
Oh my god.
Oh my god, right? All right, so
experience.
We'll be right back from break. Hello, and we are back to talk to the chat. So I want to thank everybody for sticking with me tonight. I'm still a little out of sorts from that weird muscle pull, and apparently Robin like kinked her shoulder or something like that. Neck.
Not just very far forward.
So you kinked it so much you muted yourself.
Too.
I know, I did. I realized that. Yeah, neck, shoulder. I've been lifting a lot of heavy things at work this week, so I think my body's.
Swole.
Yeah, exactly. So it hates me right now.
Why are we all breaking?
Every time I twist my shoulders and it causes me pain. So
I would say because we're in our 30s, but only me and Chris are in our 30s. The rest of you are 20-somethings.
Yeah, I've been chronically broken since before I entered my 20s,
you know what? You're honorary 30s. Here's a little
I've been honorary
badge.
30 since I was like
12.
12, yeah, basically.
Why are we all breaking? Because we're bad. We're breaking bad.
I rode horses and I fell off horses when I was a kid, so I
went skating for a brownie skating party and I slipped and I slammed in my tailbone and I completely sent my entire spine out of alignment and I was 7.
Oh, that's awful.
I earned these gray hairs.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I did that at Kinkakuji, actually.
Petite medic calling me out.
So, I was on this awful
kinky
3-week... What? Okay. I was on this awful 3-week-long tour of Asia with an ex-girlfriend because I bought the tickets and I wasn't going to give them up because they were non-refundable. And it was this really weird part of the... You know, like, if you ever have to spend time with a recent ex, you know how weird that is. It's even weirder when on, like, the 3rd day you're walking down the steps of the Golden Pavilion in Japan and you slip and land on your tailbone. and then spend the next 2 weeks in chronic pain. Also, yeah, it was really embarrassing. It was really embarrassing. Anyway, that was me. It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I just hurt all the time because I'm a detailer, and everything we do hurts every part of the body.
One time, I slipped on a muddy hill when I was walking down a hill, and I slammed on my tailbone and slid the entire way down the hill, and that also set my entire spine out of alignment.
My favorite fall I did on a horse was I lost control. The horse like spooked and was cantering around the ring bucking. I stayed on for that. The second the horse stopped and was like stationary for 5 seconds, I slid off and fell.
Yeah. That's how it is.
I was like, I just gave up, I think. I was just like, okay, I'm done. Goodbye.
All right, so folks, I think that we should probably get back to game a little prematurely tonight, because I want to call it at the right moment for me tonight, which means that I'd rather not this be too heavily front-weighted, even though it's going to be. So we are going to hop over there. I just want to make a couple of quick announcements for the channel so that you can hear us. Also, hello everybody in the chat. We love you. You guys are great. I wanted to say the following things. Number one, tomorrow I'm going to, so long as I'm not laid up in bed, I'm going to go buy my costume for Amy's upcoming game, which is going to be good. And our wigs are getting here tomorrow, Robin. So you can come and pick those up tomorrow if you want.
I will pick that up on my way. Yeah, because I'm going home to my parents' apartment, so I'll do that on the way out.
That sounds good. And then I also wanted to thank Amy again for running last night, which was a lot of fun. And
Sorry, it ran kind of late.
yeah, it's okay.
I was okay.
I was fine. Candlekeep is running on Sunday this week, by the way. So if you like Candlekeep, it is running at the 2 to 6 slot. So come and join. What?
Oh, I've remembered the wigs are coming, so that means my paint's coming, so I can do my face paint for Sunday.
And on Sunday, our good friend Bunny Hearted, aka Millie, is going to be running that game, and that's gonna be great because they are a fantastic DM and just a great person all around. As well, I also wanted to promote my friend Wei, who you probably have seen from Candlekeep Mysteries, is doing a charity stream. It's his first charity stream that he's running. And it's to raise money to fight lupus, because this time it is lupus. So you're going to be seeing that on the Dork Tales Facebook and on our Discord and things like that. And we will be hosting it when it comes up through the host command. But what's up? What's up, baby?
I was just wondering if you know which channel is going to be hosted. If it was
it is going to be on his channel. I shared it on Facebook today, so hold on.
I think I know which one.
Hold on, let me go to our Facebook, and so it is. At least I thought I shared it. I shared it today or last night. My last couple days, guys, have been... I edited a magazine in like 3 days. I finished my fiction and revision of fiction. I started fixing my red lines for the Ventru stuff. I ran a bunch of games. It's been a busy couple of days. Here we go. It is on Roll Advantage.
Okay, so it's not his. I don't know if that's his personal channel or if you have his second
I don't
channel.
think that's his personal channel.
I think he changed it to that, actually.
Oh, did he?
Oh,
Here,
must have been
see-
recent.
Oh yeah, because I remember him saying.
Does
I remember
that link work
name
that I
coming
put in the
pop
chat?
up.
Oh,
Yep, it comes up with the image. Yeah.
Okay, so there you go.
Sure.
There is his promo. So that is on May 8th, 2 p.m. PST, which I think is a Saturday. So you should do that. It's also going to be hosted on Dork Tales. So if you just come here, it will redirect you. So you don't even have to worry about that. There'll be more posting and things like that. It's a good cause. At the very least, even if you don't have money to spend, promote it. Like, tell people to go, and maybe people who have money can go and help out, or just watch, because Wei's a good guy and his players are huge nerds, and if you like watching games, they're good people. And then the last thing that I wanted to say was the Ventru book's going to be out soon. And then let's see. And then right now, so you may have found that. Sorry, I've still got green in my ear from last night, and it's kind of crunchy. Also, real funny story. So I got after game ended, I got a bunch of messages from James being like, "Hey, I'm still green."
Oh yeah, James messaged me last night being like, "How do you get a face paint?" I'm like, honestly, I've never taken off face paint before. I think it's different than makeup, but it's soap and water, James. You got this.
Well, he's like, it's not working. It's still in my beard. So I sent him a bunch of tutorials. I think it worked. I told him olive oil, because baby oil will do it better, but olive oil will do it in a pinch. Meanwhile, I just hopped in the shower, used a facial scrub and some makeup wipes, and was fine. Like, that's why. Well, it's one of the reasons I posted those photos in the group chat last night, because I was just like, look how easy it is.
Oh, you're so mean.
Yeah, but Riggs, you think that he has baby oil? Like, where's he gonna get it? Is he gonna oil the babies himself or squish the baby? I don't know how you get baby
I like
oil.
my oil freshly squeezed from babies.
Also,
Fresh source.
Gross.
yeah, fresh.
This isn't
squeezed.
Ravenloft.
Yeah, this is baby oil, fresh squeezed. So actually, I was using the dollar store, like the $1.25 General makeup wipes. They work okay. They take it off. They take it off at like 1/10 the price of the makeup wipes that I keep stealing from Christine.
Yeah. I mean, if you just want something to get it and that isn't going to be super like sensitive and soft, like careful on your skin, because you're trying to get
He's
a
a
bunch of
guy. He can
paint
do whatever
off.
the fuck he wants with his
Well, yeah.
skin.
I have
and
beautiful
it's
skin.
fine.
Shut your face.
no,
No,
I'm
that's what,
saying
no,
that,
that's what I'm
like,
saying is you can do whatever the
heavy-duty
fuck
stuff.
you want
It's actually
to it, and
it's a
it'll
little
still be fine.
it's a little dry today. I'm not gonna lie. So I did want
Makes sense.
to. Oh, do you guys want to know what I'm playing on Sunday under Millie and then under Amy the next week if it works?
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah, you're the next
I
one.
am I?
Yeah,
I'm just
it's.
looking at the calendar, so I'm like,
I think so.
no, because it goes Price of Beauty, and then
Yeah.
Book of Cylinders, and I'm Sarah of Yellowcrest Manor.
Oh, are you? Who's doing cylinders? Is that Way?
Wait, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Then you got
That's way cool.
It's way cool. I've got a new character that I'm gonna run because I've got a bunch of Porto, like colored makeup that I want to wear, and so I've got my outfit. It's my outfit's in the works actually. It's going to be. I have to get the accent right, but he's going to be a paladin of conquest, and he's inspired by Baron Zemo.
Is that so?
Oh my god, yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, no one say anything. I haven't seen
Yeah.
Beyond episode 2. Shh.
Yeah. So you haven't seen the Zemo cut.
Silence. Nope, I haven't. No,
Oh God, that's what you're doing tonight
Silence.
after game.
maybe.
So,
Maybe.
and then the last
Pretty
thing that I
tired.
wanted to say real quick is that you may have noticed that some of our games are coming to an end. Like Secret of Exeter House is on its way out. Cyberpunk has about 3 to 5 games left. I don't remember off the top of my head. I think it's at 5. I think it is 5. I think it's a 10 episode run. And so on. And you may be thinking, wait, what are you going to run in those places? Well, I'm not going to tell you. Well, not everything. But I will say that I know that we've been running a lot of Dungeons and Dragons recently. Reign of Emeries is about 1/3 of the way done. We're getting to
So
about that.
sad.
Yeah, I mean, good things. I'm going to be happy when it's over because it's going to end well, or horribly. But like the game is going to end well. But like some things need to. So yes, Soul, you're right. I'm running Call of Cthulhu. I'm running a short run there because Hayden's been bugging me for years for Call of Cthulhu. I'm going to be running Deadlands. Which actually I still need to finish picking last person for that to make a nice round party. And I'm also going to be running the Alien role-playing game a couple of times.
I don't want to run it. I want to play in that one.
You want to run it? You can run it, Mike.
I don't want to run it. I want to play in it.
Oh, too bad. You're running it now.
Oh, crap.
And then the last game that I am going to be running, I am not ready to announce yet, actually, but I will say that it is going to be a period piece and a return to form. Those of you who know me know automatically what it is right now. The rest of you, shh. But let me just say this, that I know that I've been running a lot of D&D recently, and that a lot of people on this channel really like it when I run indie stuff or World of Darkness or Chronicles of Darkness stuff. And I can guarantee you right now that now that the world is not ending quite as quickly as it was a year ago, I am far more happy to lean into the darkness. Mwah. Also, if Chris doesn't smoke for another month, I'm probably running Vampire, so that'll be fun. And if I run Vampire,
Don't have to right away.
well, whatever. You can. It's. I might run Power Rangers. You don't know, Stu. But if I run Vampire, that means that you'll have access to all of the shit that I wrote for it. Take the power that lets you punch.
So you do all the clan books.
Yeah, you gotta buy the clan books. All right, let's drink some player tears.
Glorp Corp.
Glorp,
No.
Glorp Corp. Oh yeah, someone type Glorp Corp.
I need
I
those.
got it.
And then, of course, we will be doing Extra Life in August and November. I just got my Extra Life T-shirt because I broke $200 thanks to our good friend Becarius doing a donation.
I like the ones this year. I like the shirts this year.
They're
I need
really
to
quite
get
nice.
on that more.
You need to get on that more. And what I'm going to say real quick to everybody is I really hope you join us for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. We've got some great games lined up that are going to be really surprising and fun. And don't forget that I guess in November or October, I guess it would be October, we are running another event that you should probably go to because I believe it is time to run another episode of another sequence of our biannual expo. That's right. Our expo is bi.
Nice.
Yay!
Bi representation, just in the expo.
Just in the expo, it's fine.
Yeah,
That's why I have the hair.
Dork is going to be happening again because I want to do it twice a year because we had such a good time and people really, really liked it.
I was distracted by chat. Did you say when this was happening?
Yeah, probably October.
Okay, cool.
Because in November we're doing
Ooh.
Extra Life and December is
Yeah,
like holidays, so no.
That's fair.
And
So-
in August, there's whatever. We're doing
I'm
extra life
excited for
stuff.
Extra Life this year. I'm excited for Extra Life every year, but this year I'm actually a streamer.
This is
so-
true. You can. So, Chris, I know you are nervous about Extra Life stuff. If you wanted to do it and just like help support people, and don't do any donation raising, think about it. Okay. You could still accept donations from people.
I'd be down with that.
You could
I'd be
don't.
down, but I said that last year too, that I'd be down with that. But
Well,
nothing
would
really
you accept
happened.
donations from people who were watching avidly and were like if Becarius showed up or if Dave showed up and was like, "Hey, blog, take $20."
I'd just be like, here, roll a die, donate to this person instead.
We'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can come up with, okay? All right, so, folks, we're going to head back into game right now. We love you very much. Thank you for being part of our team and for joining us on this adventure. All right. Oh, Stu, don't fall asleep, man. Don't fall asleep. Don't fall asleep. That's how they get you. All right, so I need everybody to do me a big favor. I need everyone to load up their screens, and I'm gonna send you a new background. Okay, you ready?
I'm gonna get my green screen mounted on the weekend.
You sweet summer child.
Then I'll have it so I can join in on the fun.
It's true. What is this? Hold on.
It's shrimp tails. It's all shrimp tails.
Oh, woo. Okay. Crypt, volcanic. Okay. All right. So we're going to head back into game in just 1 second. My God, I have a lot of things on the screen right now. Okay. I don't need Abyssal Glaze. I don't need Trapped in a Giant Machine. I don't need Edge of Nightmare anymore. I do need that in a little bit, actually. Damn. Okay, I don't need horror ambience. All right. All right, here we go, guys. Are you ready for this?
Let's do it.
Hello, and welcome back to the Shards of Nyrn, here on Dork Tales. As the party slowly descends down the metal stairwell, the steel steps are wide, sized for a human's feet, and dig deep, deep down. It's smooth, like the stairs were poured directly from the forge. And as you walk, they're thick enough that there is only the sound of your souls slapping. No echo at all. You descend what feels like hundreds of feet, twirling tightly, tightly, tightly. And then the bottom. The light that, I'm assuming that you all will have a light cast. Probably Jarund will cast it, or Nhazun.
I'll have
what
scape
sound
out.
was that? On a shield, yeah.
And as you look in front of you, you will see a steel corridor lined with strange sconces across the ceiling that are unlit. The ground is mesh grate. In front of you is a huge door. Steel. And thick. It's gunmetal colored. Well, you don't know what that is. It is a dark steel of a blackguard's armor. Sorry?
I
And,
really like their metal.
Mm-hmm. The door has no handles. And can you do me a favor and please change to the photo that I sent you in Zoom? What's going on? Wherever you look, the ceilings are 12 feet high. Ambient light glows every... Well, actually, it reflects off of your light, casting a dim relief around you. As you step, you can see that there are various pipes and... Honestly, you're not sure. Cables? Tubes? This looks like some of the machinery that you saw in Edagon's workshop, but far slicker. The room here rounds a corner about 10 feet ahead of you, and you can see that there are a pair of double doors like I mentioned. They're standing ajar, about 1.5 feet. You can see that on the other side a crowbar lays on the ground, and a length of pipe has been wedged between these doors to keep them open. Can I get a perception roll off of everyone?
Perception.
25.
25.
22.
19.
24.
All right. Oh, yeah, Fera gets to roll tonight too. Oh, okay, Fera, that is pretty solid. You will hear panting around the corner. Hold on, everything's okay. Okay, just let me put a little bit of pressure on it, okay? It'll be fine. It's deep. It's real deep. You hear? It's coming from the other side. What do you do?
Hello?
Quiet! You hear someone rasp in common. Shh. Who are you? Who are you?
I'm Nhazun.
Shh! Don't shout! They'll hear you!
Teah will attempt to get close and in a hopefully quieter voice will say, we're adventurers, we're trying to get people out.
Heading up to the set of double doors, the crack between them reveals 3 individuals. There's a long hallway ahead of you that leads to another set of these closed, thick doors. 3 people are on the ground in front of you, this corridor about 25 feet and 10 feet wide. One of them, a dark-skinned woman in her mid-30s, her hair in long, kinky cornrows, is bleeding. No, she's not. She's covered in blood, clutching a hole in her side. She smells like burnt flesh. A young girl who looks like is probably the sister of the teenager from upstairs, stands over her trying to apply pressure, while an older man dressed in a pillbox hat with a long goatee scours around looking for something. On the right, you can see there is shattered glass, a small counter, and the sound of a bit of movement on the other side. It looks like the counter at a pawn shop almost, but this thick glass, almost as thick as the nub of your largest finger, lays on the ground. But it's not broken in any way that you've seen before. When glass shatters, it shatters into hard shards. This is tiny snowflakes. Those of you in modern times would recognize this as the breaking of safety glass. Particularly strongly reinforced.
So she's has a wound. Is it like it's been cauterized basically? Or
do you move forward?
Yeah, Jarund would like to like approach and cast cure wounds on her.
Moving forward, you can see that it looks like a bolt of energy ripped through her.
As Jarund approaches, Teah will say, "We're friendly. We're gonna get you out."
I'd like to heal. I can heal.
As you approach, someone stands quickly from behind the counter of that side room to the right, holding a heavy crossbow at your face.
I'm a cleric. I do not harm, I heal.
Of what god? Of what god? It's an elf with pale hair. You're not sure of its gender. Its face is covered in soot.
Caeli.
What is wrong with you? We're here to help.
The elf will begin to cry and will slink back down to the floor.
Tia's gonna move forward, looking around to see if there's anything that may have caused this kind of damage around in the environment. And will cautiously approach each individual, and try and, those who are able, she'll try and help them to their feet if they can, and start getting them out of this corridor back towards the stairs.
All right, so you cast Cure Wounds. Jarund, go ahead and roll that.
Cool. Ouch. Oh, leaning down hurts. 9.
9. All right, the wound will seal at her side, and you can see that it was exposing charred bone. It looked like someone thrust a bolt of heated energy through her. Perhaps like Sacred Flame? A spell like that. Along the wall next to them, you see numbers and letters in a strange language. Yes.
What do they say?
Do you have the ability to read any language?
I can read anything.
Can you? Is that one of your features?
Yeah, that was one of the that was one of the things from the feat that I took.
Oh, nice.
That's why his pupils are those books.
Oh, okay. So glancing at this, what you are going to see is it says subsection 9H.
Nhazun will just kind of run his fingers over it briefly and say that out loud. Subsection 9H? What does that mean?
And you will see that there's more text kind of along the wall and placards and lines drawn to the ground. It looks like they match the colors of some of the words on the walls. It says conference room this way. As well, it says reception on the wall next to this window.
Fascinating.
And then pointed toward the door you came through. Emergency hatch.
Where are we?
Doesn't look like anywhere I've ever seen before.
Jarund, this is your temple, right?
Oh.
Are you getting anything useful there, Nhazun?
What
Yeah,
is
it says conference room, and like we came in through something that says emergency hatch.
So
This is wild.
Do I feel any presence of like religion? Like, can I
You can
feel
make me an
any sort
insight
of
roll.
like presence? Okay.
Oops.
I'm gonna do an insight too. It's possible to-
17.
17?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It feels like your god has not abandoned you. You can feel her presence somewhere. But here it's... This is the strangest place you've ever been. Everything is shining and yet dull at the same time. Everything is... Looking around, you can't see the seams on any of the forge work here. It's not even that it's been welded. Perhaps created by magic? The seams are perfect. Teah.
So Tia's actively trying to get everyone who can out into the way we came down. And she's going, basically asking for their names, and will introduce herself, and will be like, look, I'm getting you out of here, let's go, and trying to be as calm and collected as she can.
I'm Josiah, the man with the pillbox hat says.
Josiah. I'm Teah.
Mallory, says the teenager. Shauna, says the dark woman. The elf behind the counter will say, Trullo. Are we allowed to leave? Are they letting us leave?
Yes. Do you know what this place is?
It is full of strange monsters. And small birds that spit fire.
Not for those.
Zeno, you have your hand up real quick.
I'm wondering if is there a chance that maybe anything like this might have been in
Not even a little bit.
Okay.
If you
Can I
like, if
have-
this is sorry, if this is a, have you ever seen this before or heard of this before? Absolutely not.
Can I
Okay.
have 10 minutes?
Sorry.
Could we be
I'll-
here for 10 minutes, do you think?
Where were you thinking that might have been, Zeno? I'm just curious.
Oh,
So sorry, I cut you off, but
I was thinking maybe in something weird in his family's library at some point, or from.
no.
Okay,
no.
cool.
Specifically, this is going to be extra weird for Zeno. Super
Okay.
Zeno weird.
Okay. Sounds good.
Sounds good. All right.
James? Oh, this place feels like a different realm.
I am.
Yes, I have a scroll I might be able to use to get more information about this place. If
Interesting.
you give me 10 minutes to cast it, I can...
Now, can we send them back up
Yes.
while we're down here?
Stay quiet. The elf with the crossbow says. Stay quiet. They can hear your thoughts. And they will come and they will burn you alive like they
You
did
will-
with the others. We found them.
She will usher. So she'll try and gently coax without as quiet, carefully and gently as she can to just coax her towards the exit.
No, I can't.
No.
Teah and Avery are still here.
We'll find them. We'll bring them. If we can, we'll bring them back.
Teah, make me an int roll.
Int?
Yeah.
Okay.
While this
Oh,
is
no.
happening, Jarun's gonna start casting legend lore.
This
Okay,
is
that
the
sounds
wrong
good.
time for an int roll.
Is it? What'd you roll?
I'm not adding to anything. This is just my int.
Yeah.
Because if it's just an int roll, it's a 4.
Okay. So yeah, you don't really listen to that.
Yeah.
However, Jarund, I will let you roll an int roll with disadvantage because you were nearby
Okay.
when something happened.
And something happened. Okay. Ow. Oh, what is that? I can't see. Oh, ouch. Oh, Lord. An int roll? Oh, that's going to be a 5
Oh wow, that's still better.
with
than me.
disadvantage. I rolled a 4.
There's something.
Hey,
There's
Teah.
something about what they say that seems a little familiar, but that's all. But so you're too busy casting.
Yeah.
Does anything trigger for Nhazun?
Nhazun, you were not. You were too busy making the magic circle.
Okay.
But all right, so you can usher them over, and okay, so you guys all have slight visual, right? Okay, cool.
And she's gonna try and summarize the situation as clearly as she can, and be like, does it seem like a good idea to send them up or to leave them at the entrance here?
You think leaving them on the other side of those pride double doors might be the best idea?
Yeah, so like, between us and like those doors and the top of the stairs, somewhere in there, anywhere in there seems safer, as opposed to being all the way at the top.
Probably just on the other side of this door. Like, they're far away from the Gith, but if you take the crowbar and that pipe, the door will shut probably. Like, you can see that it's kind of straining against the pipe.
Okay.
Some type of internal mechanism is pushing the door shut.
Okay. Don't go up. We're gonna go down, we're gonna find what the Gith are looking for. When we bring it back, everyone will be able to go home. Okay? But stay down here. Some of the townsfolk from above have already been sent home. Some are still prisoners, and you are staying here, okay?
Okay. You have to find the other two, though.
What are their names?
Yes, of course.
Teah and Avery. Teah is, she has a bit of celestial blood, and her eyes are pale. And, and Avery is...
the gray-haired woman.
Yes.
Her brother was asking about it.
She's a member of the town guard. And she will proceed to quickly describe the dead woman. The one you found at the base of the rappelling.
Yep. If we find anyone down here, we'll bring them back up with us. If we're able to.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. As you are there, you are going to... so you're still casting, Jarund, but in the distance you can hear a door hiss, or something hiss, and the sound of running feet. Inside of the small booth, the reception room, someone runs inside quickly, runs down to the bottom, and leaps the counter, scuttling her back against the wall and hiding. She looks at you with wide, clear eyes that denote this is probably Teah. Hide, they're coming.
She's gonna down. Teah is gonna crouch, and would I have been able to get back to the other side,
through the hole?
Interior side of the doors? Yeah,
absolutely.
Can I shove Teah through and yank out the crowbar?
Yes, you can.
And I will do that.
Okay.
And Zeno is gonna crouch and pull his bow out and ready 3 arrows.
Okay. Sounds good. Just one moment, please. And now you are here. There's a brief moment. Who's hiding?
Teah's gonna try and quickly hide, but
Jarund's casting, so he probably can't really do much. I would say, could he?
You can move basically around the corner here.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, and I'm gonna switch us to map view. Reminder, just not to talk about it.
Yeah, Teah's gonna try and crouch down. Do you want me to roll like a stealth, or just
I would
everyone,
like
if you
anybody who is crouching or hiding to roll me stealth. If you are... Actually, you know what? I will just allow the roll if you're able to get down there. Okay. I say there. I'm breaking my own rule.
28 on stealth for me.
Beautiful. Also, I want to thank James for making this map again. Good job, buddy. Fera's going to spend her inspiration on this. Cool.
Yeah, I'm going to spend my inspiration on this. I rolled a 4, so I'm going to spend my inspiration as well. And then I rolled a 3. Fucking shit, Jarund. That's going to be a 5 for my highest.
Okay. So, around the corner, you can hear a strange noise. out of the corner of your eye, can I get a perception roll off of everyone?
If Jarund casting, do you think he would be able to make
No,
a
I don't think
perception roll?
you
Yeah.
would. Let's say no
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah.
15.
15. Okay.
21.
21.
10.
10. Okay. Oh, and Fera gets a roll. That's a 20. 20. That's only 20. All right. So all of you hold. Except for Nhazun. Nhazun, where you are, you can just barely see a small shape about as large as a kite shield hovering in the air. Small vents open and shut on its belly, making this strange noise. A blue light issues forth from those vents, almost like barely a glow, but it hovers up. It's shaped like a bird, like if someone tried to make a sculpture of a bird without any features. It hovers forward to the edge here, and you will see that just barely missing you where you are crouched basically against the wall, a thin red light will sweep across the wall in front of you. And then it will slowly change direction. And the sound will dissipate as it heads back up to the north. You will hear the sound of hissing doors.
Hey, what the hell was that?
Well, it was kind of like a bird. It had these like weird vents out of the corner, and Nhazun will read from his book and describe it.
It looks like one of the clockwork things that Edagon had in his tower, Fera says. But like much nicer.
I mean, come to think of it,
Minimalism is nice.
a lot of this place does kind of remind me of a clean Edagon's. Or rather, an organized Edagon's.
Yeah.
Well, taken to an extreme, maybe.
Yeah.
Kelly,
Yes.
is there anything about this? If I could do like a history check or something in the libraries where Nhazun worked at?
Yes, you may do with disadvantage.
Arcana, history,
History.
either or.
It's going to be history.
History. Okay. With disadvantage, a 22.
The only thing that you've ever heard of is that sometimes there are places in Valimar that you should never visit. Places where the walls are made of steel. Places where there are things that live without life. Places where the air is clean and full of death. Places that are written in the old script. And as you look up, you'll recognize that the language on the walls is written in that old script. But that's all that you've ever found.
Oh. We're in a forbidden zone.
And
What?
This is one of the places where we're not supposed to go.
No shit.
That's all that's written about them. This is amazing. This means that we get to actually write something about it. Nobody else has written anything like this.
Can we try to get through this first and maybe survive?
Yeah,
Not
of course,
dying
but, like,
is
I
high
have
on my
no
priority
idea
list
what
right
to
now.
expect.
Yeah, me too.
Isn't that amazing? I'm going to be one of the first people to write about this.
He looks
Hopefully, we get to be some of the
ridiculously-
first people who get to survive this.
Exactly. And Tia's gonna start scuttling along,
Yeah.
crouched, moving, to the
Zeno's
next
gonna
corner she
scuttle
can
as
get
well.
to.
Okay, so
And-
are you gonna try to open the door in front of you?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Okay,
she
there
will
you
attempt.
still have a crowbar and a pipe. If you can make me a strength roll, you can try to pry this open.
Absolutely, I will attempt it. Is it a strength athletics or just strength?
It's gonna be you can do strength and athletics with a crowbar. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll allow it. It's a lever.
Not my best, but 16.
16. All right, with a 16, you will pry the door easily open.
Oh.
It's on a very, very well maintained track somehow, or the craftsmanship is that good. The door will hiss open, revealing what looks like a loading dock. The ground is striped with bright colors in places. There are old barrels of steel lining. No, that's not steel. It's strange. There are these cases, what look like chests made of this strange material. It kind of looks like wood, but it's shiny against the light that spills into the room.
Tia's gonna pause, turn back, and look and see if Jarund is still casting the spell he was trying to cast.
Jarund, the scroll is going to burn away in your hand. You cast Legend Lore,
Yes.
and do you choose this place as your focus?
Yeah.
All right, so just to make sure. Name a person, place, or object. The spell brings to mind a brief summary of the significant lore about the thing you named. It might consist of current tales, forgotten stories, or even secret lore that has never been widely known. If the thing is named isn't of legendary importance, you gain no information. The information you learn is accurate but might be couched in figurative language. For example, if you have a mysterious magic axe on hand, the spell might yield the information, woe to the evildoer whose hand touches the axe, for even the haft slices the hand of evil ones, etc. Right? And here is what you are saying, or what you are hearing. Now, I'm gonna just tell you what you hear.
Okay.
You may choose whether or not to share it, or you can just decide at the end that you just kind of it went out of my mouth into yours. Okay?
Okay.
When the world fell apart, those who survived did so on the back of ships like the USS Valimar. Although home still hangs in the sky of this virgin world, we have found a new home. We glitter below the glittering depths of what used to be our everything before the fall. We bring with us our sacred gods to this land bereft, so that mankind may flourish. We can only hope this new home survives, where the last has fallen. Ylos needs the race of men. And that is what you are going to learn, I believe. You know what? I'll also put a context on that. And so we watch and wait from our new home. As we have for 10 and 5,000 years. Make what you will.
Huh. 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 I don't think he's gonna share that. I don't think it's the right time to kind of drop that mind fuck on everyone. Yeah, he's
Jarund!
basically gonna say,
Jarund!
yes. This is an ancient place.
Great, cool. That was worth the 10 minutes.
I
God, more than that?
didn't get much from it. It must not have been as important.
Can I insight check?
Yeah, I'm
Jarund?
gonna insight that shit.
Like that
I'm
shit.
gonna deception roll the
Please
shit
do.
out of
Ah.
Are you gonna deception roll my nat 20, bitch?
Oh! She just
You will
might.
see. I might.
just
or is
might.
my
I don't think I
deception-
make it. We'll see.
Okay, so Farah has an 18.
Wait,
That's
no,
not gonna
come
be
here,
enough.
come here, blue dice. You've been rolling
Ooh.
nat 20s for me tonight.
Ooh.
Is it a 1? Please be a 1.
25. That
Damn
is a
it!
natural 20.
Was it a natural 20?
It was a natural 20. Fuck yes, the blue dice loves me
I want
tonight.
a photo of that for my edification, but I trust you.
Fine,
I want a
fine.
photo
I
for
will
fun.
take a photo for you.
For me,
for
because
you,
it's
Kelly.
funny. So, Mike, what do you have total?
I have 25.
Okay, so you two are just gonna have this moment where you lock eyes and lightning kind of strikes between you.
And it's like, roll off?
All right.
I don't
I
think
got 12. Tia's gonna look between us and be like,
I think that
And everyone's
there's
just like,
I don't think you need a roll off. I think with this one, you're like, something fucky's going on, and they're like, yeah, and you don't have anything to lead with. So basically you're just kind of like at an impasse where it's like you don't know which way to go with it, but you know there's something there. So you both
Everyone's
win.
not going to care, and it's going to write down everything that he sees.
All right, sounds good.
anyway.
I don't know if the camera. Come on, you can
Oh,
you
it's
do this?
beautiful. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
fine. I trust you. I just wanted to
The
see because that
Kraken! The Kraken!
Kraken
that's
dice.
beautiful.
Not
Tia's
salty.
gonna turn and look at them all, and instead of paying attention to whatever the hell they're doing, she's gonna say, "We need stealth here, as we don't know what the hell that stuff is," and she's gonna drop pass without a trace, which because
That makes
19.
sense.
Yeah, because we can't be tracked except by magical means.
Oh! I have a spell for this.
Do you?
Yeah. I'm gonna need some time too, like Jarund, but everyone just stay close for, give me, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes.
What are you trying to do?
What are you doing? What's the spell?
Oh, I'm gonna make it so we don't have to talk.
Oh, we could just shut our mouths.
Okay, well
No,
anyway,
but we can still talk.
Okay, fine.
so
That would
anyway,
have been helpful to do before. Yes, when I was casting my spell, but yes.
we all have plus 10 bonus to dexterity stealth checks, and cannot be tracked except by magical means.
Cool.
We leave no tracks or traces of our passage. And, yeah. Tia's gonna wait impatiently and then shuffle around the corner.
While we're waiting, I guess, Jarund's gonna try and pull aside Teah for a conversation.
Seriously? Not now.
No. Come here.
So
Come here.
Nhazun
Yep.
is going to ritually
Okay.
cast telepathic bond.
Okay. And how many people does that affect?
does it's up to 8 willing creatures of my choice within range, which is within 30 feet of me. It's a ritual, and as long as we're on the same plane, we can choose to telepathically communicate with each other over the next hour over any distance,
Cool.
just not to other planes of existence.
Okay.
Teah. You seem the most calm and level-headed of everyone. From what I gather.
Sure.
Cole's Notes version of what Kelly said. Valamar's a ship, basically.
Do I believe him? Or does this sound like some crazy bullshit?
I think it sounds like, I think both. I think you believe him, but it sounds like some crazy, you believe he believes it, and it sounds like some crazy bullshit.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't know if I should mention that to everyone, that we're on a ship of some sort.
What'd you say it was called?
Trust you. USS Valimar.
Right. Guess that's where this place got its name.
And
What does that stand for?
I don't know.
Us.
Us.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Well, then do it quieter. I can only hear interesting stuff.
You can share the information with the rest of the party. I didn't know how people are gonna take that, what we're going into. It's just
Sounds kind of crazy.
Nhazun would just lose his mind, so I didn't want to say it in front of Nhazun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
checks out. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would never move anywhere.
Yeah. So like that's why I didn't say it immediately.
Right.
Once Nhazun has finished casting his spell, you can
Yep.
communicate to anyone within the party individually or all of us together with your thoughts.
Or you can have little group
No,
chats.
we can DM or have a group chat, basically.
All right.
That's amazing.
If you guys want to
Amazing.
DM, I can head to bed early.
For the next,
All right.
you can selectively talk to everyone except for Nhazun if you want. He
Okay, so-
can't listen in on it.
And so just so
Unless
you
you-
know, Chris, your video is messing up, but your audio is coming through okay still.
What was the
Oh, at
name
least
of
the
that
audio's
spell? That you just cast?
No, I was saying your audio
it-
is fine, but your video is stuttering really
You
badly.
may want to move, like not try and move as much. The camera
Rarity's
doesn't like it.
telepathic bond. Rare's telepathic bond is a 5th level wizard divination ritual.
Okay,
Yep,
I'm just
that's
noting
cool.
that it's an active effect.
Okay, cool. All right, and as you two are having this conversation, you are going to just barely notice in your shock that like you're kind of like around the corner through this like pried open door. You're gonna see like glance down, and there's a little dragon girl kind of crawling on hands and knees sneakily over to listen in. It's Fera.
Yeah, no, he's gonna motion Fera over.
She's gonna keep crawling on hands and knees. I'm being stealthy.
Not very well.
You didn't see me until it was too late. I would have already got you.
Yeah, sure.
What was that?
Super stealth.
I hear banging.
Teah will pause and listen.
No, it's gone. In real life, it's my dog.
I was gonna say, if those three are on the other side of the door, Zeno
Yeah.
is just on the reception side, just kind of
Mhm.
listening in.
Okay. So what? What's going on?
So I didn't want to say. Goddamn mind.
Uh-huh.
Valamar's some sort of ship?
Giant ship. I'm gonna go tell Zeno. Hold up. And where's Zeno standing?
And right as you say that, Zeno's gonna like poke his head, by the door there, and he's gonna be like, "That actually makes a lot of sense with how weird this place is."
Oh my fucking god! No one can.
Okay. We like keep an ear out, because once Nhazun finishes the spell, we're not gonna mention it to him. Because we would move.
Tell him later. We'll tell him later.
We'll tell him later. We'll tell him after.
Yeah, that story checks out.
Now, remember, be
Is that why
stealthy.
everything's written in Proto-Common?
What?
Proto-common.
Autocommon.
Should point to the writing on the walls.
You can read that?
No, I'm not conversationally, but that says Doc. Or it says something else, but it looks like Doc.
Was that a language when you...
Well, it's like any ancient language. It's what the humans used to use before. Okay, remember when you woke me up and I spoke my common was all weird?
Yeah.
I was speaking Proto-Common.
Oh.
I had to learn the new dialect. Languages
Wait,
grow
how
in.
old are you, Fera?
Yeah.
How old do I look?
I never assume a woman's age.
I don't know, like 13,472, something like that. I don't know. I lost
Wow,
count.
I wouldn't put you a day
How old
over
were you
10,000.
before you got stuck in amber?
About 160, I think.
So about 161.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, I missed my birthday.
We'll have to celebrate it when we
Yeah.
get out of here.
Yeah.
No, but this makes Nhazun, you are going to overhear all of this, by the way, with your passive perception. Yeah.
Perfect.
Thank you for DMing me your passive perception, by the way. So while you're passing a spell, you should be like, giant ship.
Amazing. I need to write this down. That's fascinating. Also, Proto-Common, is that the language? And yeah, it does say-
Old Common, I guess, would probably be the way to call it, like Old English.
I like Proto-Common. I think that's really cool.
Proto-Common. It's kind of like, it's basically like, what would that be, Anglo-Saxon?
Something like that, yeah.
Like, yeah, no, I mean, this makes sense. I mean, like, the old stories, like, that I grew up with said that humans came to Ylos in boats. I thought they were...
Well, a ship is a boat. That's another word for it. They
I
probably
didn't
mistook
think they
the-
were like this.
I'm honestly surprised you aren't freaking out more, Nhazun. Sorry, I didn't mean to hide this from you, but you kind of overreact sometimes about things.
By the way, he's not actually, his lips aren't moving, and you guys can hear his voice because he's completed the spell by now. He's like, no, this is amazing.
So we're just getting direct message Nhazun to our brains.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Okay, well, how about we continue on our quest?
No, Zeno,
Oh,
Zeno, use your mind, not your mouth.
Do I have to... Will you hear all of my thoughts, or just the ones I let you hear?
Just the ones that you let me hear.
Cool. That's good.
So Zeno will telepathically say, do we want to move?
Teah will telepathically to everyone. Yes, stealthily together.
Let's do it.
Fera will telepathically send to Jarund and Zeno, your fly's unbuttoned. $24.
Zeno's gonna clap back. Joke's on you, I don't have a fly. It's a button.
That was
Jarund
not sent to
might
anyone. She's
know
just mumbling to herself.
Jarund's gonna be like,
I said
you
buttoned.
looking somewhere, Fera?
I said your fly's unbuttoned. Still a
I
Jarund might
said,
notice the
Jarund's direct messaging Fera. Looking down somewhere there, girl? He hasn't looked
You're gonna
down.
get an image of you, a much more cartoony version of you getting kicked in the balls, like by a donkey.
If there's more than 5
Jarund-
seconds of silence, Teah starts moving.
Okay.
Stealthily. Basically, she's like, no one's talking to me. We're going.
All right. So I'm assuming that we're in telepathy unless you say something.
Yeah.
out loud.
That's what I'm
Okay.
thinking at this
Yeah.
point.
Telepathy mode engage.
Engage.
Yes, Chris. What are you saying?
Oh, okay. I just wasn't sure if I was coming through. Nhazun's actually really, really quiet. He's not sending out anything excessive or anything. And the fact that he's keeping his mouth shut, like he kind of like might hum a little bit to himself out loud, but he's actually like his mind is very stable. But you can still see his eyes are lighting up and just looking at the different words against the wall, and he's like just writing everything down. But he's not assaulting you guys with his thoughts as much as he would be if he was just talking to you.
All right. Sounds good. Moving further into the room, what do? You see that this looks like a loading dock of some kind. You're not sure how it can be, or a storage room of some kind.
Investigation?
Sure. Go ahead.
And Tia's wanting to head into the room that the other person came through, like
Okay.
yeah, just to look
So-
through it.
There are a number of strange, very bad mirrors here. They reflect up at you. They're laying on the ground. Most of them are cracked. Some of them are the size of hand mirrors with black reflective surfaces.
Can I pick one up?
Yeah, you can. It weighs actually almost next to nothing. There's another small one that's about the size of a piece of paper that looks like it's made out of crystal. It has survived this entire wreckage, and as you pick it up, I am going to... Yeah, that's enough. Your finger is going to brush the bottom of it.
Huh.
The screen is the crystal is going to begin to glow bright blue. Hello, a voice will say directly into your head. How can I help you today? Meanwhile, Zeno,
I got
what'd
a
you get
dirty 20 on my investigation.
Dirty 20, looking around. So you
20.
are going to see that the materials that are there, they have these like big orange canisters. They kind of look like chests made of this strange, slick wood. As you go and check it out, most of them have been emptied. But as you open one of them, you'll see that it is full of clothing. It looks like a full body suit, kind of like a honestly like a set of coveralls, but made of this really springy fabric. They're all black with very distinct decals that look like some type of military uniform. But honestly, it looks like long underwear to you.
I'm gonna grab one and put it in my bag.
Yeah, go ahead. There are actually, if you check that, there are, in that bin, there are 11 in that bin. And the bin itself, actually, a chest of that size would weigh about 40 pounds, just the wood. Actually, no, it would probably be closer to 60 pounds for that. The chest weighs less than 10 pounds by itself. It's an incredibly light material.
And it's
like
a metal...
It's basically the size of like a steamer trunk.
Huh.
No, it is not metal. The latch that opens it, actually, it doesn't even have a lock. But as you put your hand on it and kind of lift it, you'll hear a little as something disengages. There was a little piece of metal, just a tiny plate on the front, and as soon as your hand made contact with it, it clicked open.
Huh.
Nhazun, as you are taking a glance around, you are going to see that a couple of those barrels, most of them are tossed to the side, but one you will see looks like it has a little bit of residue in it. It's on its side, and you can, as you approach near it, you nudge it with your foot a little, and it makes a slight, just bare sloshing noise. It's made of the same material, and it looks like a drum for carrying, like, it actually looks like a keg. It has a tap in it with, like, some type of screw-on valve. What do you do?
I'm going to out to all of the others. I found something fascinating over here, and he'll try and see if he can very carefully like turn the knob. You said it looked like it had a tap on it, almost.
Yeah.
At least the tap, and see if he can waft any smell closer to him.
As you turn the tap, a small trickle of metallic blue liquid will pour out onto the floor. It looks like mercury, but it's blue. It shimmers up at you.
He'll see if he can take and he'll see if he can take one of his small healing potion vials, empty it out just on the ground, and see if if
So
he
we're-
can fill up the glass with it
Sure. Okay.
and see if it'll stay in the glass in a stable.
Sounds good.
Fascinating.
Okay. With that,
Kelly,
yeah.
the jumpsuits that I collected,
Yeah.
do they look like they would offer any kind of protection or?
I mean, potentially. They look pretty thin, actually. They might.
If I poke one with an arrow, does it go like clean through?
No, it does not.
Oh, I'll have to check that out more.
Yeah. All right. Are we gonna keep going? Also, grab one of those suits. Those look cool. I want one.
I've got one for you already.
Good. Grab them all. We got a bag of holding.
Yeah, I have 11 of them.
So Tia's got this thing that's talking to her in her, like, this little, like, little tablet thing that's communicating. Yeah? Tia's gonna ask this thing what it is.
I'm an
Oh, she's holding
interface.
it.
I'm an avatar. Nice to meet you.
Avatar of what?
Transhumanist artificial intelligence system. Thias.
Thias?
Trapped in there?
I'm sorry. Would you like to... My connection isn't very good. I can't give you a physical manifestation here. But if you come further in, I would be happy to.
Why did you... So this thing's talking just to her mind or everyone's mind?
It's talking directly into your mind, although I'll allow you to
Okay.
broadcast it with your thoughts if you want.
She'll... Essentially, what she's gonna communicate is, I found a weird thing that talks to my mind.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Is it me?
Sorry, what did it say it was called? Because I didn't quite catch that. Like...
Transhuman
say?
artificial intelligence system. Thias.
Are there any more?
There's a bunch of broken ones.
Oh, there's only one that actually was intact?
Well, I think I triggered it by accident.
Wait, what did you say it was called? Nhazun will like just wait. What did you say it called itself?
Transhumanist artificial intelligence system. I think.
I
No.
can hear...
Thias. You said it said Thias.
She's gonna look at it and she's gonna put it back in her pocket. Put it in a pocket, and she's gonna just walk out and join the rest. Might be able to get
I
more
need to
from it
see
when we go.
that.
She'll
It's
pull
saying
it out.
it's God. One
No,
of our
it's
God, my
saying
God.
it's an avatar. This is a piece of crystal.
I can hear that you're talking telepathically with others. Would you like me to join the call?
Yes.
Hello, this is Thias. Nice to meet you. Your voice echoes in all of your heads.
Who the hell are you?
I am
Why are you
Thias,
doing my head?
transhuman
Maybe this
artificial
A lot of arcane
intelligence system.
secrets, books, knowledge, hidden knowledge. Thias
Nhazun.
is one of the gods of our world.
How
Potentially.
humbling.
Or maybe it was based on this thing. Maybe something else took the name.
I am a receptacle of knowledge, although my network is less connected than it could be. How can I help?
How can we connect you to get more information?
Know what the layout of this place is?
Yes. How can we connect you to get more information?
If you bring me to the
Nhazun.
if you bring me to the central corridor, I should be able to access the mainframe. Presently, my memory seems to be somewhat less than perfect. I can open doors for you.
Please do so when we get to certain doors and have already checked that they're safe.
Of course, I'm happy to help.
All right.
There was a flying
What are
thing
those-
around. Do you know what it is?
Ah,
Yes.
an XR-72 Raptor.
You said some words, but I don't understand what that
Serial
means.
number, classification, drone unit, security system.
Okay, so
Unfortunately,
security.
I understood security.
Basically
Don't know
flying
what's
security
wrong.
golems.
Yeah, okay.
It would be my interpretation.
outfitted with a 72 millimeter micro cannon.
What does that mean?
What is it? I heard no cannon. What's a micro cannon?
A small
I'm
cannon.
assuming it's a small cannon.
Oh, this thing.
All right. Okay. Security. Understood. Security. Okay.
Okay, so we stay away from those.
Bird,
Can you
flying bird,
track them?
Bad.
Do you know where they are?
Negative. I would have to be closer to the central mainframe. From
Okay.
here, there is a node on the north wall.
Okay.
Well, pardon me. Let me etiquette that out. From here, there is an engineer station, just to the north. It's not in this room. It's kind of I messed that up. It's to the north on the other side of the room, or on the other side of
Okay.
the place.
Okay. Can you get us directions to it?
Yes, I can. Absolutely.
Okay. Please direct us then.
Head out this door, then to the north. Then you will come to a 4-way corridor. At that, you will take a right, and you will be in one of the engineering rooms.
Okay.
Have a map?
Unfortunately, my memory is
What's it?
limited. I do recognize how to get back to that corridor. But beyond that, I have no other...
Much appreciated.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, voice crystal thing.
I was listening earlier to ambient conversation.
Okay.
There are others here?
Potentially. Though I think we've got most of them out. There may be some who haven't made it back.
Good luck. I'm going to power down to conserve battery. Wake me if you need me.
Okay. And Tia's gonna put it in her pocket.
Battery at 17%.
Oh.
Okay. So
Not.
I assume that is the thing that charges it. Based on context.
That
That
keeps it
sounds
alive.
like it makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
Soon, if we get to this main central hub or whatever, we can probably get more information there. So just
This is a good idea. We
Yes.
need to do this.
okay. Okay.
Dr-
Stealthily, quietly, together.
All right.
Yeah.
If you open the door in front of you, which you can see on the inside of it has been scratched with a crowbar, it hisses open in front of you as you approach. Whatever locking mechanism seems to have been disengaged. You can see there are plenty of scratches, though, ways that they forced it open. And on the other side, you are immediately greeted with the scent of blood. There are 2 bodies incinerated, torn to pieces, to your right down the southern corridor. Villagers. And then, beyond the range of most of your vision, those of you with particularly keen eyes will see a third. There are several dead here. However, none of them have the look of the woman that you found. However, against them, their bodies head to the south. You find yourself in a 4-way corridor, another door directly across the hall to the east. And leading that way, you see there is a small, thin trail of blood. Zeno, can I get you to make
Yes.
me a survival check, please, with advantage?
I would with advantage. Ooh, my favorite kind of rolls. How about a 29?
It's a hunch more than anything. But you kneel down for a moment and check the trail. The blood is cold, but is not completely... It's not stale. It hasn't thickened. It hasn't... This is fresh-ish. Less than 2 hours old. This is probably the person that they're looking for, or that ran off. However, as you glance down, there's something strange about the blood. Taking 2 of your fingers, you gently tap it. Raise the blood to your nose and sniff, flicking your tongue very, very gently. It's the blood of a red dragon.
Hey, so, this is red dragon blood.
The dead woman.
Fascinating.
There were sightings of a black dragon on the North Island, Fera says.
Mm-hmm.
He's here. Garleon.
The fact that there's blood is not a very good sign, but it's not old. It's about 2 hours.
We have to find him.
Looks like it. I mean, the trail goes through this door.
Let's go. Fera says
Yeah.
and begins to take a step forward. And that is
Yeah.
what we're going to call game for tonight.
Woo!
Because,
Good point.
right? All right. And I cannot wait for next game because I had to keep this out of
God.
sight the entire night.
Oh
A copy of Spaceships and Star Worms. So, hey, folks, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you enjoyed this episode. Started a little rocky because I'm still feeling like that muscle pull.
Oh my God.
I hope that you all are going to enjoy this. Thanks again to James for making the maps for this. And so, for those of you who are my Shards of Nyrn regular players, how you enjoying some stuff?
Oh, it's so
Bias.
cool.
Bias. I was just like,
Okay.
what?
Fucking
Wait, say that again.
Bias.
And well, I was like, Tia's thinking thinking about this and like how it's spelled, and she's like, that's not how it's spelled. Like, because
That is how it's spelled.
That is how it's spelled.
doesn't matter. Regional differences.
Oh, that's
she doesn't
fair.
think that's how it's spelled. She's like, that's not how it's freaking spelled. Maybe it was just based on it.
I,
What a coincidence.
That's
Evidence.
I didn't even. I'm really curious when I pitched this character concept to you, Kelly, if this was something that you already had planned. When I was just like, hey, yeah, he's a devotee of Thias because of this, and that's kind of why he can read all those languages and everything.
And it's almost like I gave Robin a scroll of legend lore as a free magic item that I randomly rolled for her. And also, when Robin was talking about being a cleric, I was like, oh, well, there are these domains. You should. So here are some options. Why don't you take one of the dead gods?
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I thought for a second Nhazun was gonna ruin my like 5th level spell thing with and I was like, no, I'm spending 10 minutes casting this and you get a 22 on it. No.
No, that's not going to be enough. So, and the reason is, the reason I shut you down earlier, Mike, when you were like, oh, what I know in my library, I'm like, no, this doesn't make it off Valimar. Like, this is not something that gets shared. This is too forgotten. Also, the 15,000 years is probably wrong. I think their ship's computer's off. I think it's closer to 20. But time in this world doesn't make any sense anyway. Also, they used a different calendar. That's my excuse.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh.
Also, if you didn't know, I've been seeding the fuck out of this in other games.
Oh yeah, Tia totally assumed that the 15,000 years was to the point that it showed up on Ylos, not to the present time. So she's like, when the fuck? It's been how long since this thing showed up here? And it's been here how long?
So if you remember correctly, I
Mm-hmm.
frickin' seeded this in Reign of Emrys last week, too.
I know. I noticed that.
Right?
I think I missed it.
Yeah, it was in the observatory. The theories about the moon having been...
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
Mhm.
You'd think I'd be better at chess. I'm really not good at chess, but I'm really good at long-term storytelling and seeding little foreshadowing details. So I don't get...
Storytelling is more complex.
I'm sad
Also,
about
you're
that
not
scientist in
constrained to
Emrys.
specific. Yeah, I know, right?
Oh,
You're not constrained
Caitlin's
to,
watching
like,
right now, and she's just like,
moves.
"Whoa, boom!" This is the one thing I really appreciate though about running games like this. I wish that Rime of the Frost Maiden was a homebrew many times, because if you notice, the homebrews keep feeding each other. Like
Yeah, they do.
Hexeter feeds generic, like Shards of Nyrn. Nyrn feeds Rhyme or Rain. Rain feeds back, and it's this like constant back and forth loop.
Oh yeah.
And
I
can't.
mean, you when Rhyme the module ends, you could always like throw us into Ylos.
Nah, those characters are gonna be dead.
Oh, that's fair.
So I will say that, and I did it in Rime of the Frost Maiden actually too. I used that to feed some stuff last 2 episodes ago, which Amy and Chris didn't see that, and I don't think Winter or I guess no. So you and Christine did, and Robin did. So, but you and Winter, I don't think. Did you hear that, Amy?
I probably completely forget what you were
So
talking about,
there
but
was
I
this.
do remember us talking about something that had to do with
There was a great
with
reference
Ylos.
where they were doing all of this stuff where Professor Scant had knowledge on how to make Everlush, which is some type of wine or alcohol, how to all this stuff about the ancient civilization of Netheril, and then knew about the Trask. And they're like, okay, tell us what you know, because Professor Scant is basically an AI, like a fantasy AI.
Okay, yeah.
And Professor Scant is like, the Trask. And there's like, I just read off the entry for the Trask, and I'm like, the Trask has many names across other realms. In some places, it is known as, I named a couple of names, and 2 of the names were, in other realms, it is known by names such as Gojira and...
I heard that. Yes, I did hear that.
Yomanger.
Yes, I did. That's
So,
really freaking funny.
It's so funny that he's basically the world's version of the Trask.
Yeah.
The Trask has tremor sense, so good luck there, guys. I know he's blind, but he can still feel you.
No.
It's so good. All right, so that is going to be it for us tonight.
I had a blast. Thanks.
Did you have a
sorry.
blast?
I did. I'm sorry that Teah is apparently the grumpiest, most like, let's go.
No. I think we're going to be able to finish this in one game to get you guys done. So, reminder though, there is no Shards of Nyrn next week because I'm getting my COVID vaccine and I'm taking the night off in case I have a side effect. So we will be back in 2 weeks for this game. Tomorrow night there is no game on Dork Tales because I have a night off. Because Thursdays that's what Thursdays are supposed to be.
Thursdays supposed to be your day off.
Kelly night off you speak of?
Oh, it's a night where I just work on
technically-
stuff off camera.
Technically,
go.
Kelly, weren't you saying that you're supposed to have Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays off?
Yeah, I remember that being the initial plan. I do remember
that being
that.
part of the plan.
But then people were nice to me, and I got to do something.
Yeah.
So, oh man.
Sorry, Bong Master.
What's wrong with
We'll
Bong?
be back. I just went 2 weeks.
So if you like what we do here, give us a follow, give us a sub. Give us a sub on YouTube too. Hey, that's good. Also, if you want to support us, we have donation links and a Patreon, which we use to buy things. I just bought the Anime 5 ebook today in case we weren't on anime games or incorporate some of the rules. And what I also wanted to say was, if there's other games coming up that you'd like to check out, we do a lot of D&D games. But I strongly encourage, if you enjoy what we do here and you like the storytelling style, rather than the rules and stuff, definitely check out the new games that are coming, because they are going to be fantastic, and they're going to be in rule systems that you may not have tried before, but I guarantee these are going to be stories that are going to be even more impactful, because they're going to be less couched in basically D&D rule sets. It'll be more character-based, which is saying a lot because a lot of our D&D games are really character-based. So you'll see us again on Friday night for Reign of Emrys. Saturday is Aberrant over on the Onyx Path. Also, when Saturday is when, probably, if I can get it done tomorrow, episode 0 of Aberrant is going to drop on our YouTube. And then we'll be back on Sunday for Candlekeep Mysteries, which is going to be replacing our Tuesday because Millie is on the East Coast, so we're running it on Sunday instead. So I have a Tuesday off too now. Oh God, I'd have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off, I think. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good.
You're gonna lose your mind.
Don't plan anything. You can do things day of and have like impulse things. It's gonna be great.
Actually, I already have some things planned that I have to do because last announcement, I've had a lot of really good feedback, and for those of you who may not know, I am a professor sometimes. I'm a professor of creative writing as well as a master of history. and it has been brought to my attention that people seem to like my games. So I, hopefully, if I can get it done in time, on the last day of this month, I will be releasing on YouTube, and I'll upload a copy of it here for Twitch as well, my first of a series of how to run role-playing game videos. My instructional videos where you can actually learn techniques and tricks that I normally would give away for free, and now I can give them away for free to you as well. But, you don't have to actually like travel to a convention. So I have some great topics that I'm going to discuss, like why you should cheat in games and why you shouldn't cheat, where to steal material from, and things like how to seed foreshadowing and plots. And I think my favorite one that I thought of last night, which is, well, I mean, there's ludonarrative dissonance. That's going to be a long one. But which is the mind's eye in game, and how to guide your players in with an invisible hand. The quick spoiler for that is if you tell a player there's something in a scene, they're gonna think about it because all they have is what you tell them. Bing. It's more complicated than that, but hey, that one's free. So I hope you come and enjoy this, and I hope you had fun tonight. Hey, Jeff Hunter, good to see you. We are going to have a fantastic time. We will see you soon. Wish everybody well here, because everybody here has managed to hurt themselves somehow. And I hope
I'm doing good.
Oh, you're doing good. Chris is fine. He's just fading in and out of reality because of his connection. So we'll see you in the next video. Oh God, and I'm going back to doing Let's Plays next week. What the hell's my life?
Busy.
Nice.
That's the answer. Busy.
Oh, I also need everybody here to look up Lunch Lady on Steam and tell me if you want to play it with me.
Lunch
What?
lady?
Just trust me. All right, so that's going to be it from us. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of the Shards of Nyrn. We'll be back in 2 weeks with the not season ender, with the arc ender for these guys, hopefully, and then we're going to switch and see what the other team is doing.
I can't wait to see what the other team's doing.
Let me get. It's going to be a giant story.
So,
Oh,
okay.
I see
sorry.
what you did there.
I do have a quick question. So, were Christine and Winter allowed to watch these episodes?
I told them that they should. They can if they want to.
Okay.
You
I'm
can
just
if you want to.
wondering-
I told Christine to watch tonight if she wanted to get her mind blown.
Okay. Okay. I just
Because
wasn't sure if it was a discouraged until after we reconnect.
I think
not.
I think that it's like you can watch them. I'll be fine with that. I know you and you're a mod, so I kind of want you there.
Yeah.
So anyway, I've really enjoyed having y'all with me on this, Chris and Robin. It's been fun having you NPC this, and it's almost like I want to game with you in other ways too. Aww. All right, so we're gonna
What?
Yeah, game with their minds.
game with you,
And play
mind
other
freak.
games, maybe.
It's not like Robin's in like 12 games.
That's true.
Right.
Yeah,
No.
Robin's in every game.
It's true.
Ever.
Well, it's Robin and Amy. Robin and
Oh.
Amy are my
I'm
my
I'm not
angels.
gonna say I have a
I gotta say,
D&D
Robin is an awesome bard.
Very fun.
Sailor Dash. Yeah, she's.
All right.
It's in your blood.
All right, folks, that's
I
going to be
love-
it for us
I
tonight.
love-
Thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to call it here. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.